righty. Okay. I'll wait for people to come in here. I don't normally stream on this channel on Friday nights. Is it worth my time? Is it something you guys want? Am I invading someone else's time slot? Maybe it's something. Maybe you need a change. Maybe you need a fresh voice. That'd be my voice. Some people say they like my voice. Alrighty, okay. So tonight, I previewed a stream last night before I went to bed. It was Grace appearing on Ruby's stream or something, and I was kind of like, I was spacing in and out because I'm very tired. I don't know. I think maybe these blood pressure meds or something. My energy level has been like lower lately. Maybe I'm getting older. I'm 42 now. Around 2 o'clock, I need to take a nap. Man, it's happening, man. I'm old. Hey, how's it going? Let me put on live chat. Let me put the chat over here on this window. Film Junkie Outdoor. Hello, just saw Grace and Kimmy's live. That's right. That's right. So she's on a panel. Is it true that she banged her dad? She doesn't deny it. She can't even deny it. And that's part of what we're going to watch here tonight. She doesn't help it. She doesn't help the allegations. If you're curious about the Thorpes, you're at the right channel. All right, let's go ahead and put this on the screen. There we go. So this is Ruby and Ava and some chick from Locale something. I don't really know. I think Lalo. I think Lalo is her name. I don't think is she from Locale? I don't even know who she is. Oh, Real Savage. I think that's her name. Yeah, Savage. And she's from Locale. I know who Savage is. But Grace makes an appearance. And when I saw this, I was like, okay, Grace is going to fight. No, Grace does not fight. In fact, let me just play it.
Oh, Grace, get your ragged ass up here.
I offered this hoe a place to stay, tried to save a hoe, and I've been punished ever since.
Yeah, hit the link, bitch. Are you scared?
Get it, bitch.
Oh,
Get it.
yes.
Let's get it.
All right,
I
here's
think
the Grace
she's-
incest pig.
Hey, Ruby.
Damn, you look rough as
I
hell,
know,
huh?
it's been, she looks,
See, and I don't know if I could put incest pig in my thumbnail, but that's what I was going to put. All right, well, this is your first introduction. Here we go, Film Junkie. Here we go.
it's like
Your
she got
daddy
punched in
been
the face.
fucking you all around the daggone
Reach.
house, ain't he,
Grace.
bitch?
Understandable, though. I get this urge,
You
though.
look
I
worn
get
out,
Ben
bud.
more than ever, trust me.
By the way, quick announcement. I will be taking shots for every 10 likes. For every 10 likes. So that's something I'll be doing. Shots of Tito's.
So do you want to talk about why you're going to call my doctors and drive to harass our vacation?
So I
Or
need to
can
call
you
your
publicly
fucking
say you will
doctor,
stop
Grace.
doing IRL? You're not going to do any more IRL bullshit. Just do
You fucking
content in a
idiot.
war of words.
I
Stop
don't know. Can I
fucking with my
respond?
life.
Can I respond?
We all watched the clip. Are you going to lie and deny
you
what you
drunk?
literally just said?
I don't know. I had a different question to ask you. Maybe you could answer my question. And I can answer
Nah,
yours.
bitch,
you're on her panel. Answer the fucking question. Pick me if she can't handle it.
Welcome to the
But,
Thunderdome.
we
Bitch,
can
wait
handle it, we
under
just
my
don't
phone,
care. I
bitch.
have a question. I'm doing like a little documentary piece.
I
since
don't,
you guys like
we don't
to do
care about you. I
documentaries
can hold a pen too.
About-
You want to suck on it?
about your brother Bobby Talbot, and I was just wondering, when he's pulled the fire alarm in the hospital, Was that what led to his arrest that ended up with him dying of a heart attack in prison, or was that
He was maced and beat to death, and that's
Are we
honestly, I
all
don't think he would
witnessing this
survive anything.
deflection right now? Are we witnessing the
No, what about the-
deflection?
no,
Can we
If you
just
go
make a
straight
note
for
of
the
that?
brother again, you know what? This always works.
Now, Savage will ask a question, and it will totally derail Grace, and it will show you what I was talking about. Grace cannot deny the allegation of her banging her dad.
It's out great for you, Grace. It really makes you
If you're
look
his
good.
Sister, I thought you might know. There was an article about how he pulled a
All right,
fire.
so what was the question? About my schizophrenic
what I was
brother?
wondering
Yes,
was-
he was schizophrenic. Diagnosed, you know
When
that, you
did
dumb
you-
Don't let
cunt.
her bait you,
He
Ruby.
was
Don't let her
schizophrenic,
bait
you
you.
dumb cunt.
Don't
Of course
let
it
her
makes
bait you,
sense,
Ruby.
you
I'm
fucking
gonna
whore
teach you some shit. I'm gonna teach you.
Well,
Don't let her
I'm
bait
doing
you.
a documentary. I
Let
just
her
want to get
talk.
your opinion.
Put your
I'm
pen
so
in your
excited for the
mouth.
documentary.
Sure, I
I'm
don't know.
quaking in my boots.
I'm just curious.
keep-
When he pulled the fire,
Keep it to content. Don't fuck with my life in IRL. Stop calling places I'm at. Stop showing up
No,
where I
it's
am.
fine.
And don't drive to my vacation, you obsessed fucking cunt.
Okay, and that is something that Grace did. For context here, Grace Thorpe and her dad, Ben Thorpe, if you haven't met him yet, decided it was a great idea to do these forced collaborations where they would drive up to people's houses to force the collaboration. Okay? They did this with Keemstar with his fat camp in Texas. And, they did this with a Rich Tech USA. I laugh every time I say his name. Whenever I say the word tech with Rich. For a channel about tech, it has nothing about tech. It's just a fat man. Anyway. So Ruby is her own bag of mess, but she's an enemy of my enemy is my friend.
I'll
Ruby.
respond to my questions about Bobby. I'll have to come to my own conclusions, but
Grace,
you're
why are you
No one
going-
cares about your conclusion, whore.
better than
No one
anybody
cares
else.
about what you think about my past brother. We know you're evil. That's established.
She's acting like she's
Will
gonna
you
make a
stop doing
documentary.
IRL?
I just had a
Will you stop
question.
fucking with my
I don't know
IRL, or do we
Ruby.
have to escalate it, you dumb fucking cunt?
It's coming very soon.
I don't know why you're
Ruby,
getting so mad.
focus.
I don't know why you're getting
Focus,
so mad.
Ruby.
I am going to
She thinks
1.2.
that this is good content, that this is
I
making
know.
her look
Trying
good.
so hard. Look how red her
I
face
got a
is.
question.
Oh wait, I love it when you make that face because your jowls just go way out now, and you're not used to having such a fat
Did you
face.
just
You
get
don't want to
fucked
answer the
by
question?
your
You can just say it. Don't
daddy?
answer the
All right,
question.
Okay, they actually talk pretty fast. I'm going to put it on normal speed. They talk really fast.
What's the
You don't
question?
want to. When your is it true
Grace,
that your
did you
brother
just get fucked by your
Yes,
daddy?
my brother
There
was
we go. Savage has asked the question. And that's what it's going to be for the duration.
Get fucked by
schizophrenic, and he
your
pulled
daddy,
a
you
fire
make
alarm and got
beat.
arrested for it. Yes. And then he died and was pepper sprayed and beat to death.
Okay,
Yes, that's why
but
we
I
won
also heard
a
that
$3
your
million
brother-
lawsuit, you dumb fucking whore.
So, but I also heard that your brother violated his parole, and that's why he got arrested, and that's what led to his
By
death.
pulling the
Which-
fire
her off
alarm.
of full
What does
screen,
that have to
Ruby.
do with you?
No. He
calling my
violated his
doctor?
parole by visiting your father. That's what it said in one.
Why are
article.
you saying you're gonna call her
Article
doctor,
in the
Grace?
hospital.
Why are
do
you
call my
saying
doctor
you're gonna
tomorrow?
call her doctor and nobody
You
gives
can
a
make a
fuck about what you're
documentary about my
saying?
brother. Go ahead. That's super weird and creepy, but feel free to do whatever the fuck
Ruby.
you want to do.
Listen to
Don't
me.
come into
Listen
my
to
house.
me.
Don't come to my
let her
job,
bait you.
Or it will be bad for you. I promise you, whore. I promise you, whore. I promise you, whore. I fucking promise you.
what?
Keep
Promise
hanging
what?
yourself. Make a documentary about how I've had obstacles that I overcame. Unlike you still
It's
crying
not a
because your
documentary
daddy got
about you.
divorced and you had to fuck your daddy. Where'd the boo? That was so fucked, by the way, when you looked down instead of enthusiastically appreciating what Ben said. Do you remember when he berated you for like 2 hours because you looked the wrong way? Get some
Focus,
self-esteem,
Ruby.
girl. Get out. Get some
Seriously.
self-esteem.
Okay, so you don't want to
God.
answer my question. Okay.
I did
You don't want to
answer.
answer her
No, you
question.
And Grace's question, by the way, is pretty stupid. In fact, Grace's fixation on Ruby's brother is dumb. Ruby's brother died in prison. Apparently, I guess he was beaten up by the police or something. Okay, he died in prison that way. All right, apparently there was some sort of lawsuit, some payout. They got money out of it. But Grace thinks it's going to be some sort of win to bring that up, to dab on her over the death of her brother. It is this weird thing she's trying to go for. It's not something to explore. It's not something that would make you a hero. It doesn't make you look good to dig into that. Like that, that's not a victory point. That's just bringing up some past trauma that has nothing to do with you, and it's kind of a shit situation. You know?
I genuinely have a question. There's two
We
stories.
genuinely have a question too. We genuinely have a question too, Grace.
I already.
Why are you saying you're going to call her doctor?
I don't know what you're talking about. I never said that. Show me a
Yeah,
clip
you
where I said
did.
that. Show me a
Yes,
clip
you
where I said
did.
that. Show me a clip.
Do we need to review it together
I
again?
never said I was.
Yeah, we
they
can
got the
review it
clip.
right now, dude.
They got the clip,
doctor.
bitch. Look at
Go
here.
ahead,
Look at
pull
it.
it
There
up.
you go, Ruby. Play
it
that
up.
clip.
Go ahead.
Play it, bitch.
Go ahead. Hang on a second. Just do a little research. Clipped out of context, by the way. You had just said my methadone clinic is 2 blocks away from my house.
And now you're looking it up to harass.
How does that context make it better?
And this is stuff they do, man. When it like life ruination stuff is not off the table. They call the police on me for just saying a joke. All right? But that's all water under the bridge now. It was a kind of a funny interaction. I live in Texas. Rhode Island police called my parents looking for me. And it was this whole thing over a joke online. And they thought I gave them a death threat. It was not a death threat. Actually, it was. I actually didn't. No.
At all.
Yeah, that makes it worse.
That gives you an excuse to go and try and fuck with her medication?
You have yet to show me where I said I was going to call her doctor.
Well, shut your fucking face
Hush,
and you'll hear
baby.
it, dumb cunt.
Hush, baby.
Hush, baby.
I'm sure they.
If Ruby could play it.
Clips of how you feel about various methadone clinicians.
Okay, so it's not a call. She's threatening
Maybe I
to
could
send them
or
clips.
somebody that's
Yeah, gonna
helpful
send them
here
videos of me
just
being
inform
mad
them.
about
I didn't say
methadone.
I
Why are
was
you gonna take that
to.
girl's
Why?
medicine away from her, Grace? That ain't cool.
I didn't say
Why
I
are
was
you trying
going
to fuck
to.
with my medicine?
Why would you even mess with
Oh,
her
so you're
medicine like
inciting
that,
your
bro?
audience too.
So you're inciting your audience to do
Can
it.
I share a
That-
clip?
that
If
doesn't
you're
change
allowed
it
to
at
share a
all.
clip? Can I share a clip so
Yeah,
Savvy
feel
can
free to
see
share
the
any
other
clip.
side? Okay. Let me show it.
I love how she's proven wrong and then she has
Yeah.
nothing to say and just
No,
moves
no,
on right
no,
away.
no,
She's
proven
trying to
wrong.
deflect.
You guys said that I said I was going to call
Using
her
daddy's
doctor.
abuse
You didn't show a
tactics.
clip of me saying
I
was
know. It doesn't
gonna
land when you're not retarded incest freak. I know it works for you because you're retarded.
I said I'm gonna send
Let me share this one out real quick.
I didn't say
Grace is trying to win here, but like these ladies are not going to let her get any points.
I was going to send them either.
Okay, so you're not going to fuck with my doctor and you're not going to drive to our trip. Just let me know so I don't
said
have to
I
fucking
would never
retaliate.
do
This is your
that.
last
You
chance.
can play. You
do
can play
that.
your little semantic game, but like
Ruby, I
everybody saw
texted
what you were
tonight.
doing.
I
Right
texted you tonight and said I would never do that because you're digging your own grave with your doctors. You've been fired from 2 methadone clinics. I don't need to lift
And
a
there's another
finger.
one tomorrow. Yeah, big whoop. I'm
Listen,
open about my life.
Oh,
and
that is true. But I said Ruby is her own mess. Ruby goes to methadone clinics. All right? She's on the methadone thing. All right? And yes, she's been fired. I don't know. I don't even think that's the proper terminology there. She's been denied by 2 methadone clinics because of issues. Because of concerns.
Bernie,
Charm,
unlike
right?
you, who's
Third time's the
desperately
charm.
begging for
Third
cash.
time's the
Oh, also doesn't help that Ruby freaks out those clinics and will throw condoms at it. That's true. I'm telling you the truth. I am telling you, it's not hyperbole. I'm not making this up. It came from Ruby's mouth herself that she freaked out when they denied her a weekly supply of methadone. So she threw her iced coffee on the ground and then started grabbing condoms and started throwing up at people. Not her own condoms. There was a bin of condoms there for some reason, I guess. And she would just start throwing them. Okay.
So then why would you be inciting that? If she's digging her own grave, why are you inciting that on
specifically
stream?
said I do not encourage anyone to email or call to the doctor
She's
or
such a
clinic.
fat pig. I can't even look at her. It's so gross.
I specifically
The face is incredibly
You know, it's not
bloated.
as
It's
bad as
crazy.
the way
It's like a
walking
balloon,
away,
dude.
but
Like a
it's
circular balloon.
Okay, so let me show my screen of how Ruby treats her doctors who may want to
we go
know,
over like some face
who may
depuffing
want to
stuff.
know that this is how she feels.
Maybe we can
about
help Grace
people who
find some
provide her medication.
skincare. Maybe do a gua shot.
Are you going to show my clip, or are you
you
just going to show yours? That's okay.
Stop
No,
looking
you
like
can
a bloated
absolutely. I have no
pig.
issue. I post this stuff myself. you
Okay,
idiot.
then watch my clip.
I'm at my stupid clinic. Can't like stream other people here, obviously. So I keep it on me. This is supposed to be a place that dispenses medicine and helps people. But what it does is use the medication to sadistically control and fuck with people. Campaign against your local methadone clinic. They're all fucking evil bitches. Let's get crazy in the clinic. Let's start rioting. Hey, let's start rioting, autistic, people. Bitch. Does anyone want to riot? She thinks this is a. Oh, Mary had an appointment with me. I don't know if she's gonna honor
Just sort of
this
riot.
on that day. I remember this.
I mean, that is funny.
Baby. I was watching this when it happened.
Yeah, my medicine refilled, so I don't have
Mary.
seizure. That'd be cool. I have to get ready for work soon. Bitch, I'm not worried about what's gonna happen. I'm worried that you can fuck with my
Literally
IRL life.
everybody who's had to get a controlled substance medication has
Nice to
felt
meet
like
you,
this at
Ava,
one
by the
point or
way. I
another.
like you, girl. I'll be watching your videos.
Oh, me too.
I'll be lurking a lot.
Dude, I'm so excited.
See, Grace,
for
this
a
is what
meetup.
female friendship looks like. Maybe you
about
could
when you
experience
called
it
your
one
last-
day.
You called your last methadone clinic doctor on your YouTube channel that you.
You called your methadone doctor. You told her you want to use the word and get your doctor. Dada, is this good? Dada, do I have to suck your dick tonight?
And just to remind everybody, the whole reason why this is happening is
I love
literally
this.
because
Just going at each
Ruby
other.
tried to help Grace. She
Yeah,
offered
because
her
I
place
offered
to
her a free
stay.
place to live.
And now
That's
this is the
payback for
repercussion.
months.
If you're nice to Grace, this is
Yep.
what happens.
Yep.
What happened?
Shut up
You
at my
said-
house. Shut up at my job. She's
wait,
gotten me
wait.
a room for concert. She's called us at a restaurant when we were out with Hormaxer. Get real, bitch. You're such a fucking cunt.
Wait,
And you're
what
evil.
happened?
And now that's why you live in a car with your dad who
I'm-
beats you and no one will collab with you. But OPC, who you have to pay.
If you don't want me to talk, that's fine.
I mean,
I'm showing you something Ruby posted. That's terrible to show. Something she posted online.
No one thinks it's
No,
terrible.
it's
It's
your
funny that
face.
you think that's an own. It's me being
Grace,
in.
how the hell can you
I
be
mean,
fucking your
it doesn't
dad?
make Ruby look
What
good.
the fuck is
Yeah.
wrong with you?
They're trying to normalize. They're taking its OnlyFans. Maybe we can watch your last stream. It's actually hilarious. I like the part where Ben berated you for 5 hours for
Do
looking
you really
down.
fuck your daddy? Answer yes or no. Yes
We
or
can
no.
watch the brother
Wait a
did an
minute,
interview
Ruby,
about
wait
it.
a minute,
I know
Ruby,
it's
wait
been
a
a
minute,
long
Ruby,
time since
wait
you
a
had
minute, Ruby.
orgasm, Savage, but
Do,
I'm not
do
going to fulfill
you
your request
actually
tonight.
fuck your daddy? Yes
You're gonna
or
have
no?
to look that stuff up.
Yes
Here we
or
go, here we
no?
go.
Yes or no? Answer the question. Yes or no?
Okay, if I have to take a shot for every time she asks her, "Do you bang your daddy?" Like that would be alcohol poisoning.
I fucked
fucked
your
your dad-
daddy with a big black 12-inch
fucked my
strap
daddy. My
on,
daddy
bent
dead,
him over,
bitch.
and
My
Oh, it's
daddy
like Ben's
dead.
talking, but it's not funny.
My daddy dead.
Is
You-
Damius
do
not
you
here?
fuck
dug
your
him up
daddy?
out of the
Do
grave.
you fuck your
Damius, this is
daddy?
your bitch.
Yeah, her
Do
best
you
comeback
fuck your
is
daddy,
your mom,
Grace?
your
Yes or
dad,
no?
your mom.
Yes or no?
I couldn't have planned this better.
Yes
Holy
or
shit.
no? Yes or no? Do you fuck your daddy?
She's so red right now.
Sleep in the bed every night. Like she's so
She doesn't deny it. She can't deny it.
red.
Cheeks are getting
She's
real
so fat
rosy.
and red. What a tomato.
Ruby, can you hear me?
Do you know how that's fucked
Okay,
up?
so
Do you?
another
Has anybody
question.
ever told? Shut up, Grace.
when
Has
the
anybody ever told you
CEO
how fucked up that is to be fucking your daddy? You know
No.
that's
And
wrong.
she still is
right?
jealous of the mom.
Wait,
She's competing with the mom still.
You know that's wrong, right?
She got spanked by him on stream the other day.
It's not wrong.
He told her
It's not
to
wrong
pull down
fucking
her
your daddy.
pants.
These are true things. These are true things. And one time Grace did say, "Hey, there's a clip where Grace said that you need to go find your dad and suck his dick." I don't even understand why she said that. No, I do understand why she said that.
Nobody ever said that to me. Wow,
What if you
thank
get
And then you're
pregnant?
trying to
What if
act
you
like
get
Ruby's
pregnant by your
crazier than
daddy?
you.
What if you get knocked up by your daddy? Your baby's gonna come out with 3 eyes, bitch.
Damn,
People
I
are
don't
already
want
saying she
that.
might be pregnant. They even joked about it. Your dad said you might be pregnant, right?
I think.
you're fat.
Oh, look at her. She's getting real. I can tell by the look. You do fuck your daddy,
know.
don't you? You nasty. Ooh,
She thinks it's cool because she's BPD.
I feel
This is like a
so
BPD.
He's trying to fight through it, but you could just look at Grace's face during this. Like she just look.
attention thing. She thinks it's cute.
I feel
He
so
has no
sorry
other
for you.
reaction
Another
but to just
question
feed
for
into
you.
it.
I feel no, don't.
I know.
deflect.
This works when you were like a teenager, but you're an old fucking fat hag now.
No, you played on my phone, ho. You
I
played
heard
on my
enough of
phone.
your
Answer
questions.
goddamn
You
question,
challenged me
bitch.
to a fight like 6 months
Yeah,
ago.
and you
I
showed up 2 days
You're a
after I
pussy ass
left.
bitch. I
And you
showed up.
showed up
You
2
didn't.
days
I
on
showed
a
up. You didn't.
bicycle
You said
after
come to this
I
place.
left, ho.
You said come to this
You
place
left,
and we're gonna
and you
fight.
showed up 2 days after.
No, I showed
No,
up
no.
that night,
No,
and you
did
wasn't
not.
there because you
No,
was
you
a
did
coward.
not.
I don't
No,
talk
you
to
did
cowards.
not, bitch.
I don't talk to trash, hoe,
Oh, yeah, I
middle-aged
am trash.
cowards.
Come to South
Except for
Carolina and I will
Ruby.
whoop your ass, bitch. I
Oh,
will give
yeah, you
a
will. Just like the
ass
night that you
whooping.
weren't there, right?
Yeah,
Just
but you
like the
didn't
night
show
that you
up,
weren't
honey.
there.
You didn't show up,
I
bitch.
showed up. You
No,
were not
2
there.
days later, Grace. When I was
no, that
gone.
night. That
2
night.
days later, bitch.
No,
You did
no,
not show
no,
up that night.
no.
Quit
You're
lying.
Yeah.
You better quit
okay.
lying.
It's okay.
If you
You're a
had
little
showed up,
coward.
I would have walked my ass right the fuck
No,
out there and
you
drugged you
could
in front of
maybe
God
tell
and
the
everybody.
story.
You would have got
Maybe
real
tell
fucking
the story.
embarrassed.
You
A
could
whole
maybe tell the
50-year-old
story,
mama would have whooped
except
your
for the
ass.
fact that I streamed myself going over and you weren't there.
2 days later, whore.
No, that night.
She thinks if she just keeps saying no, that somehow it'll become a
I know.
reality.
You video yourself doing stuff and then lie about it. It's hilarious.
If
And
she
it's
just
like,
keeps on lying, eventually.
I have
people will
one
believe
last
it.
question. Do you not think that saying that you have tons of liquid methadone in your apartment in a city full of opiate addicts is a pretty stupid thing to do? Yes or no?
I mean, I publicly talked
Do you
about
not
going
think
down on my
threatening-
medication and I have some extra. Yeah, go ahead, call the
If
cops.
she's
Do you not think that
prescribed,
threatening
none of your
to
goddamn business,
to
ho.
fuck with her real life
Well, it's not
and
her
fuck
business
with
once
her
she fluffs it
doctors
on
or
stream.
inciting that is a good look to do online,
Ruby.
Grace?
You
Ruby,
think that's
I
a good
got
idea?
question for you, Ruby. Is it prescribed?
Yes.
It is prescribed by a
Yes, I
doctor.
take prescribed. I'm weaning off of methadone, so sometimes I have extra. I'm very open about that.
She's
And
in
I'm
charge.
getting it.
And that extra is what got her in trouble from her previous methadone clinic. By the way, I don't know the ins and outs of that stuff because I'd never been to one of those clinics, so I don't have experience for that. But if there's an issue with that, if they have an issue with that, there's a reason why. I could only imagine.
So mad, Grace. Why are you trying to fuck with her? Why?
Are you allowed, as somebody who's prescribed methadone, to have extra methadone in your apartment?
What's
Are
it
you
to you?
Wait, what? Are you going to call the clinic and say,
Why
Why do you care?
I just don't think it's a smart thing to do.
You're so fucking stupid. It doesn't land, bitch.
I don't think it's a smart thing to do.
Oh, I just thought the police
Why
and
would you
the doctor might be
publicize that?
interested in hearing about your medicine.
Why would
And this is coming from Grace. Grace has no problem making things public that are like very sick and disgusting. About her own family, about her relationship with her dad. It's very rich coming from her.
publicize that? Why would
How
you
about stop fucking with my real life? That's simple, and I won't fuck with yours. Why can't you just agree to that, you dumb whore?
I
Stick with
didn't. I've
words.
never fucked with your personal life, except for
You
when we met
just incited it.
You're obsessed
Just
with Ruby. I
incited
watch
it
your
on
shit.
stream.
You're always
Yeah,
talking
they're
about Ruby, re-streaming Ruby.
Yeah.
Ruby be out there living her best life, going
I
to
know.
her damn Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts.
This is
and you're reviewing
she's
her.
jealous because she doesn't have any
You're
friends.
I know. It's so
Incredibly
jealous, but she actually
Grace,
seems
name
good.
one friend. Wait, Grace.
This is the next part of this whole thing that really, if you look at Grace's face, it really, this digs deep. Okay. I think Savage earns her name in this interaction here.
Grace, name one friend that you have. Name one friend.
Oh, that's right. It's Ava who asked that question.
talk, then I can just leave. That's fine.
Name one friend besides your dad.
Do you want me to leave? Do you want
Just
me
Do
to
you
leave?
have any friends?
No, I want to know who gave you my phone number. I want to know.
You
tell
wanna
me
Oh yeah,
now
stop
who
giving my
gave you
phone number out
give
too.
you
I'm
my
getting
phone
random
number.
texts from people because she gives my number out. You're such a
Name
evil
one
cunt.
friend.
No, I want to know who gave you my phone number, Grace. Tell me.
Lynx did.
Oh, really? Did she tell you to blow my phone up?
She said, "Do whatever you want with it."
See,
She
this is
gave
what
me
she's
a
doing.
phone.
Instead of making good content, she's just fucking with random people she's jealous of, and it's
Thank
so
you for
lame.
that. Mhm.
Please, can we just
You
do
did it on
trivia
Grace,
about
do you have any? Can you
Grace?
name a friend?
Yeah,
You,
can you
know,
name a friend?
you were such a
Can
dumb,
you name a friend, Grace?
Southern hoe. I
Yeah,
told you.
can you answer?
Can Grace name a friend? Grace doesn't have any friends. Her friend is her dad. Her daddy is her friend.
Me.
Can you answer it? Can you name a friend?
If I'm just gonna be talked over, then I'll.
So
leave
she, okay, you
Oh,
can.
that's a no.
You can't name one friend.
She can't. It's literally just name one friend, Grace.
Effortless victory. She rage quit and can't name a friend. But just stop
You're gonna
fucking
cry
my
yourself to
IRL,
sleep tonight
and
over
I won't
that.
have to escalate to yours, bitch. That's the message. Truce or not? Are you gonna fuck with my IRL more or not?
I have never fucked with your IRL.
You showed up my house and job.
You
You
just
fucking
did.
boxed me. You just said you're calling my doctor.
Job. I know where your job is, and it's
You
not.
said you're going to drive to South Carolina.
I'd never said that. I said, in fact, that I would never do such a thing because
I
it
think
was
she just wants to be
inconvenient.
friends, Ruby. She
You
doesn't
better
have
not
anybody.
fucking
She
use
does.
security.
Because she doesn't have any.
Oh, see, this is like, oh, Grace is off her game here. I don't know what's going on. It's like she's not really thinking, like, because the old Grace would have said, "I'm your friend, you're my friend," or something like that. You know, like this. It's like she's defeated.
I was the closest one. I was the only one who was willing to look past your weird incest and try to get to know you, but you blew it, bitch. You blew it by trying to impress your dad. He's so cool. He's
Yeah,
so
not
cool.
even
He's
her
definitely good
siblings
to-
will be her
you know?
friend. dude.
I don't understand how you don't realize how it's increasingly bizarre getting how old and fat and weird you guys are. Like there used to be some visual component that was interesting, but with the weight gain and the just general downfall, it's hard
Look
to
at her
watch.
fidgeting and shit. She's fucking nervous, dude. She knows
I know she's like,
right now.
Man, these girls are brutal, dude. This is like some mean girl shit. And it's
Hang up and leave.
You want to suck on that pen again?
Yeah, that was hot when you did that.
Maybe that'll soothe you. Help.
I just
soothe
love
you a
it.
little.
I actually have a question for the whole panel. If you
What's
guys
that?
would stop shrieking like hags for 1 minute.
Well, why would we answer any of your questions if you won't even answer if you're one
Yeah.
friend?
No, I
We keep
wanna
asking
hear
you
her
and you won't
answer.
answer any of our
Wait a minute,
questions.
wait a minute.
I've ignited another shrieking round. Okay, go ahead, get it out of your
I
system.
want no. I want to hear.
Name
What,
a friend.
okay, no, seriously, girls, listen. What's your question, Grace? What's your question? Can we?
I
get her off the
would
full
like to
screen,
ask
Ruby.
all of you, since you all claim to be bisexual, if not outright lesbian, what eating tastes like and what
oh, before we get into this, let me ask you guys something. Do you think she's actually asking these questions for herself or for Ben, who's her puppet master? Keep that in mind for this next question. Because when I heard Grace ask this, I was like, what the fuck? This is a Ben question. Here we go.
if not outright lesbian, what eating tastes like and what dick lacks for you that a pussy makes up for?
Oh, but I'll answer that if you answer this, Grace.
Mhm.
Name one
Get her off
friend.
full screen, Ruby.
Yeah.
My sister Maggie.
Her best friend is her sister Maggie.
With the
So
restraining
a
order?
family member. The one who you posted. You secretly.
The one who you want your dad to
Wait,
rape
is
instead of
Maggie?
you?
Wait,
That's true.
Wait
hold
a
on. Is
minute.
Maggie the one where you secretly recorded her
Wait a
crying
minute.
and then posted it on the internet?
I missed something.
That's
Hold
your
up.
friend?
Wait,
Oh, I
wait.
can't. I
I
can't. She's too
missed
much.
something. What did she say?
She's
What
too
did you
much.
say, Grace? Can you repeat it? I didn't hear it.
I said since all of you claim to be bisexual, but you're all women, so that would mean lesbian stuff.
No, you turned me straight again and celibate. Hallelujah. You're doing the
What
Lord's
does
work.
eating
No,
pussy
Savage is right. Ruby needs to shut up. So, like, Grace can ask. Come on.
feel like? And number two,
Have you
what
been
does pussy
fantasizing about that?
have
He only watches lesbian porn.
Yeah, you do only watch lesbian
Oh my
porn.
God.
Isn't that true? That's
Like,
what your dad
Ruby and Ava, come on. Let her ask the question. Let her ask the fucking question.
says.
What you think
I
about?
can't even get the question out. Okay, I don't know what the point is.
What is this about? What
Wait,
what
you
is
wanna
this
know what
about
pussy
your
tastes
sister,
like?
Maggie? What is this?
Two
about
questions.
Your sister? What
So
happened?
you want to know what
does
pussy
what
tastes like,
does-
and your best friend is your
Ruby,
sister.
wait.
What does eating pussy taste like?
What does eating pussy taste like? Is that a Grace question or is that a Ben question? Oh, come on, man. Come on.
And what does it do for you? And secondly, what does pussy have for you as women that dick lacks? Curious.
I can tell you one. Okay, I'm the oldest here. I'll tell you right now. Sometimes, I'm bisexual. Sometimes I like a man, the feel of a man, and sometimes I want the feel of a woman. Does that answer your question,
What does
child?
the feel of a woman mean? Like boobs? Like
The same way a man would be attracted.
No, like you want a man to be like, pick you up and shit. You want a woman because it's more caressive, delicate.
Are you the top or the bottom with women?
Is this
That
your
might-
Keep in mind, Grace has no relationship experience other than her dad. Okay. Okay.
There's really not a top
She's
and
making
bottom.
another East infectious snail trail.
There's really not a
There's no
top
top
and
and bottom?
bottom when it comes to two females, honey. You do
What
know
about
that, right?
Sam and Butch?
You would think she'd
I
know
don't-
that from
I
all the
don't like
lesbian
butch
porn.
women.
I
I can
know.
tell you my preference. I
So
don't
you're
like
the
butch
top.
women. No,
Okay.
no. I like.
I'm a pillow
I like a
princess.
That's
Remember
like
when
a-
Grace was a good?
You're not it, child. You're
And
not.
Grace doesn't even know what she's asking. She doesn't even know anything about that stuff.
It. Trust him, Lee. You're not
I think
my
she's
type.
curious.
You're
Well,
not
I'm
my
not
type.
what?
She also wants to know what a normal pussy smells like. We all know she's rank.
Yeah, I know your
Oh.
dad says that you
Okay.
stink up the RV a lot with your
Like,
vagina
Yeah.
smell.
Oh my God,
It
really?
He
Would
says,
you like
Grace,
it?
it smells like
Okay,
fish.
Savage answered
Yeah.
the question. She doesn't seem super defensive about it. What about you two?
I'm not defensive about it. I
Wait,
don't
you want to know
like
what
it.
was it? Why does
You
her pussy
don't
taste like, or why do
I
I'm
just
proud
said
of
that.
women?
I don't.
I've
I'm
never been big on
agreeing
eating. I'm more
with
of a
you,
pillow
Grace.
princess, but I also tend to date men. But I have had sex with women.
Have you ever eaten pussy?
Have you?
And we were both fresh out of the shower, so it tasted
not?
like.
This is like X-rated. What the fuck?
I understand what is appealing about it, so I'm
Hey,
just
Grace,
You're really
why don't you
convincing.
tell us about your sex life?
It's like, well, like why would she ask that question if she's not a gay curious? You know?
Give you a little something.
Of course you don't. You will never.
What does your daddy's dick
Your-
taste
Yeah,
like?
what does
Laura?
it
your
taste like,
sexuality
Grace?
Is all
What do those
fucked up
panties you're
because
selling
you're
smell
fucking
like
your
besides
dad.
fucking fish, bitch?
How would you rate the stench of the panties that you sold on a scale of 1 to 10? How many
I
days did you wear them for?
Oh, that's true too. Grace will criticize others for doing behaviors that are kind of like, I guess, hoish and prostitute-ish, whatever. But now she's engaged in selling underwear.
Was it for the usual month? Is it the usual month where you go in
Savage.
between
Okay,
showers?
Savage, I've thought about. So your husband's okay with you being bi, right? Because you are
Yeah.
married.
Yes.
Is
He
your
knew that
husband
when he
bi?
married me?
This
Is
is
your
so
husband
sad, bro.
I know. It's like
Is
she
your-
used
is
to be
your
able to do something, but it's
Guys,
not.
can I-
she doesn't have
can I
that
talk?
Wait a
anymore.
minute, Ruby.
Can I
Wait a
talk?
minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let's have a conversation. Hold on just a second, baby.
Okay, so your husband's okay with you eating pussy, right? That's just the fact of the matter, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Would you
Been
be
married
okay?
almost 27 years.
Okay. Would you be okay with your husband sucking cock?
And he would never.
Would you be okay with it?
This is. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of dudes who fantasize about two chicks at the same time. Okay, kind of for that reason. Okay, but those same dudes who are fantasizing two chicks at the same time are not also fantasizing about going down on dudes. Okay, all right. No.
Would you be okay with it?
He would never.
Well, let's
She's
just
trying to
say he
be
did.
bad.
Let's just say he did.
Probably not.
She's really curious about how
Do
human
you think
relationships
that's fair?
work.
Grace, it's not about fair. It's not about being fair. What
Just
we
curious.
That's just me. Why are you what?
I was just curious.
This is so
You fuck
embarrassing
your
for you,
daddy.
Grace.
I'm
When you're
I'm
done asking
Yeah,
us,
you fuck your daddy. You fuck your daddy. You can't even deny it. You fuck your dad. You do the worst of the worst. Like that's nasty.
about what
just
pussy
baby
tastes
girl.
like, can you just promise to stop fucking with my IRL? And I Grace, this is important.
Maybe there
I
is.
promise not to fuck with my IRL, and I won't take it back to you.
How about would you like
Do you
to
want
see
to
your
just call it
daddy
truce?
sucking
That's better for
somebody's dick?
everyone, bitch. Don't IRL.
No.
Don't mass flag.
Okay,
You're not making a promise?
Now why are you freaking out the way I answered when I asked you the same question? Do you like seeing your daddy suck another dick? Would you like to see that?
No, but if I was dating a guy,
Okay,
I
then.
was allowed to do things with other girls. I would assume he's allowed to do things with other guys.
She's never kissed an employed male, by the way. And she's never.
I don't know why I wouldn't go. Would you ever date a bisexual man?
These questions are so wild because they're bin questions. They're not even Grace
why not?
questions.
Nope. It's not my forte.
Wow.
It's not my
Dunning
preference.
Kruger, hello. And I know you just Googled that, Grace. We saw it on stream.
It's
You
not
didn't
my
know, you
preference.
idiot.
Does that answer your question?
All
I'm
right,
entitled to my
time to
preference.
get drunk.
Pretty much.
Okay, then,
Like,
child.
We're all just jealous because you get to
what, that
collab
actually
with
makes sense because you are kind of like dominant woman, right? So you don't date butches, you date femmes, which is fine. So you need
I
a
go for femmes too. That's why I'm
Doesn't
not
your
super
dad always
like,
tell
you
you
need a
how
guy-
you have a crush on
masculine
me,
you
Grace?
are, Grace?
You need
I
a
think
guy.
you always
you
call
have
you
a
a
crush
bulldog.
on me.
You need a guy who's
Look how
super
red she's
masculine.
getting, y'all. Look how
Dude,
red she's
that's why
getting.
she's in love.
Dude, I swear we need a
She's like an
before and
ex.
after of her redness levels.
I
like,
really
when she
think,
first joined.
Grace, can I be honest with you?
asking us
I
what
really
Trump is like.
think that you are holding back on your lesbianism.
I genuinely think that
People
too.
have thought that before.
It's weird how curious
You
she
know,
is.
it's a
Yeah.
shame because I'd make a great lesbian, but I'm unfortunately straight.
No, you
make
know,
a
I
great
think
no,
anything.
I-
She can't be straight if she's asking what does pussy taste like. You know, like that's not straight behavior. Like imagine that if you're hanging out with a bunch of dudes, with your guy friends, you know, with your bros, and you're like, what does dick taste like? They'll call you a faggot. They would all call you a faggot. They would. Absolutely.
All you're doing great is being a punching bag for your incest dad.
I think that you are
contains
actually
it, I guess.
attracted to the three women that are up here right now. I think you have
100%.
something for Ruby. I think you have something for Ava.
100%.
And I think you have a mama issue with me. Baby, come here, mama. I'll
fact.
teach you some shit.
Well,
Come
she
on.
does have mommy issues.
How would you say I would? Oh, you said there's no tops and bottoms. Okay.
Mm-mm.
Well,
Not
there's
to
like
me,
what-
no.
Yeah, there's that
What would
dynamic.
you say I'm
You can
attracted to? What am I attracted to about each of you in your theory?
I really think that you are attracted to us three ladies.
You're
You
attracted
like-
to
Gracefoot Savage to be her mommy. Oh, you know what? I passed over Ruby's comment. Let me hear that. Let me hear that again. Back up a bit.
for Ruby. I think you have something for Ava.
100%.
And I think you have a mama issue with me. Baby, come here, mama. I'll
fact.
teach you some shit.
Well,
Come on.
she does have
Yeah.
mommy issues.
How would you say I would? Oh, you said there's no tops and bottoms. Okay.
Mm-mm.
Well,
Not
there's
to
like
me,
what-
no.
Yeah, there's that
What would
dynamic.
you say I'm
You can come up.
attracted to? What am I attracted to about each of you in your theory?
I really think that you are attracted to us three ladies.
You're
You
attracted to an independent
Ruby-
woman because it's what you could never be.
You like Ruby because it's
I'm
that
living the life you
love-hate
couldn't.
relationship. I really don't know the relationship between you
Genuinely,
and Ava. I
yeah.
think you just think she's really hot, and I think you have a.
Oh, Savage doesn't know about Ben's Wayward Hose, the House of Wayward Hose. Oh, the story of Ava is deep and dark and really shows how fucked up Ben is. What? Grace goes, confronts Lalo. Really?
the mother was just like,
Oh, okay. All right. Well, let me get the juice from this fruit first.
mommy issue with me. There you go.
100%.
There you
mm,
go.
We could do a poll in chat. Let's do a poll.
Ruby's just
So does
playing
that
hard.
mean I
Ruby's
wanna-
hard to get. That's why it's
Does
a
that mean
challenge
that-
for you, for her.
she's not really hard to get. I mean, she DM'd me the StreamYard link and begged me.
I
to
was
come on,
I'm
so-
celibate. I think she
It's
means
hard to get.
sexually, like not to get on stream. Yeah, I invited you on stream. Everyone knows that.
Well,
I wanted to hear your rationing for calling
know-
my doctor.
actually, your theory is kind of true in the sense that Well, Ruby via me and Ava. When I met up with Ruby, she said that if she could have gotten me drunk enough, she would have made out with me. And when she met up with
That was
Ava,
not what I said. I didn't say if you were drunk enough. My boyfriend asked if we got wasted if we would kiss, and I said, I don't know. It's when I just met you.
My story.
That was before you got fat, though, Grace.
You were very touchy.
Ruby should have just let that one go. It doesn't even really matter, you know.
Okay, what I was gonna say is then when Ruby met up with
What's the story of what of Ava? Oh, that's best told. Hold on. That's best told in a little video. Hold on.
Ava, which was a couple months ago, she said that she would have eaten Ava out if she had gotten
take that as a compliment,
jealous. I think you're in your feelings
I don't really
because
fantasize
these
about eating
two
pussy.
have a
there is a
relationship and you
I
wanna
love
get
how
in the
she's like
middle.
keeping tabs. Why are you paying such close attention to like
know she
every like
wants to
sexual
all of
innuendo?
Rubicon. I watched all of Rubicon. You know I'm your biggest fan.
Last week, the
I
Thorpe
think
had Grace.
you were jealous of their relationship and you want to get in the mix. Admit it,
obvious.
Grace. You are
What am I jealous
feeling-
of?
Just
The story of Ava is best told through this. It doesn't take long. It really doesn't. It's a good story. And you know what? This is a great story. This is the story of Ava and Ben.
Friend Ava the G fly out to Rhode Island to stay with them with the intent of creating content. She lasted around 3 hours in what Ben is now calling his house of wayward hoes, before Ben tried to get her to follow dog commands, said he would beat her to help her sleep, and pulled her hair in what Ben called mutual pain exercises. Things took a turn just last night when Ben got physical with his daughter out of anger on camera. But let's go to the beginning.
I want to start at the very, very beginning. How did you find the Thorpes?
So I'm a fan of Destiny. Then I saw like the Crowder thing, and I like fucked up people. Okay, I like fucked up people. I thought that a lot of it was like played up. I didn't know how much was real, you know. And I liked Grace a lot. I wasn't that deeply in it.
You were on the outskirts then.
Quite
you were
a few.
at the
I did watch
peripheries.
quite a few videos. And
So fast forward then a little bit, and you're now meeting Grace after she's got naked in the woods and fled from Radio Foreman.
Let's get back to the Washington story when she was at Foreman's house.
She like was whispering on the phone with me and all this stuff. So it was like, I don't know, I can't. So I did tell her to jump out the window.
Oh yeah, there's Ethan Ralph
because this whole like whispering shit. It's like it's annoying. So at a certain point, she went outside, and I was angry. And one of the ways in which, like, you know, men show anger towards women is by having them sort of humiliate themselves. So I did have her sort of humiliate herself for me outside on a FaceTime call. So she had this sort of like, you know, this was become in her mind sort of half of a like a psychosexual sort of like, you know, serial killer situation, right? There's a certain part of them that wants to be dominated. They like it when it gets a little hot.
This is your daughter.
Right. I understand that.
Yeah.
I understand it's my daughter.
How did-
Okay.
And how did she humiliate herself?
She, you know, kind of played out some of those things. Nothing crazy. Nothing.
Okay. What?
That I wouldn't
Like what?
see in the course of, I don't remember exactly what, but like, you know, she took some of her clothes off outside in a kind of scary situation. That's it. And I was like, okay, that's fine.
Oh, you don't say.
I messaged her to hang out, and then picked her up, and she stayed at my house for 3 days.
Okay, and now Ben, for people who don't know, Ben has been going on, he regularly has wild ideas, and the most recent one has been the Wayward Home for Whores or something.
Mm-hmm.
You must have heard him mention this. Did you think that this was real, or did you think this was just like a joke?
I didn't think that it was real to the extent that of what he did. I didn't know what that entailed.
Yeah, she thought it was a joke.
But I figured, yeah, he wanted to like do some kind of content with that, and I was down. That's the thing, is that I was down to do some kind of content with that, not off camera. Okay. Yeah. And yeah, but I honestly, like, I wasn't super aware. Like, I heard it a few times. My expectations were completely blown out of the water.
So really, then you didn't expect Ben to be involved much at all. You thought you were going to go and hang out with Grace, and Ben just be there. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I thought maybe he'd be involved a little bit, but like, not to like
it wouldn't be this crazy house of
yeah.
wayward hoes.
Fuck her and her fucking fancy friend Ava.
Again? Like, as in
I
her-
opened my doors of the home for wayward hoes to a wayward hoe, and like before she even got in the door, it was full rebellion. So Ava arrived at Logan Airport this morning at like noon, and you know, we picked her up at the train station, and you know, it's this fucking nonsense. You know, I tried to assert dominance over Ava, who needs it, and she, you know, she plays the princess.
Who's Ava?
Ava is Ava, which is a name which comes from Eve, right? She's our first wayward hoe.
Well, actually, Grace will later on be admitted to be the first wayward hoe. Okay.
To try to survive the home for wayward hoes, and like
What is the home of
Eve-
wayward hoes? Is that your house or?
It's this compound here. The home for wayward hoes is where hoes come. They can't be too wayward, but where they can interact with masculine energy in a way that's real.
He
not
has
this
the iPod
pretend thing.
holster.
So, like, for example, I don't know. Within 5 minutes of getting in the car, I pulled Ava's hair. I said, "We have to hurt each other so that we can establish some intimacy." I pulled her hair. And I told her to hit me, and she goes, "Oh, well, I wouldn't do that."
Could you explain?
Well, my point
So
was
the first 5 minutes of meeting Ava, he already pulled her hair. It was like, hit me. so there's a lot more to this. It gets deeper, but I think you get the gist of it. That's the story of Ava and Ben. All right. I hope that helps you.
Or
Admitted
that
she doesn't
female
have any
companionship that you're not getting with your
What am I jealous
father.
of? What am I jealous of? What do you
You're
think?
just wanting that companionship with these females. It's all
Not being a
over your
fat
face. Are you
whore,
with
not
me?
fucking our dad, not having the worst reputation on the internet, having
what
channels
I
that are growing, not
have? Savage,
failing,
you know what's
having
amazing?
apartments, not being homeless, having jobs, having friends, having relationships. Everything that you're lacking in life, we have. So it absolutely makes sense.
You know what's funny, Savage, is that I have been friends with both of them. Not really Ava. I don't know if me and Ava would ever be like close friends. I knew her for a time.
No.
And we were friendly, but we're not.
Oh
really-
yeah, definitely for education. Yeah. Let me drop the link there. Oh, if you want to watch more of it, we could watch more of it together too.
is that you have to initiate, like,
Yeah, you know, I'm totally about that. You know, as far as being a Thorpe historian, yeah, let's do it.
like
I got plenty of
something that's a
time.
little bit less than totally bourgeois. Like, hey, you're my guest. You run the. I mean, you understand.
By the
it's
way, one
emasculating
like
for
away from
most men
10. I don't know if you
when
see
there's
the
like their
pinned
daughter's
message or
guest
not,
is gonna
but
come over.
that's
It's
real.
Like, oh my gosh, you're a princess, and I don't have a dick.
Are we getting
and
drunk tonight or
whatever,
what? It's
all that
Friday night.
stuff, right? Like, so I was like, let's just pop the cherry quick here and have a little bit of like sort of mutual minor pain causing together, so we can get beyond this like nonsense.
Explaining
So
that.
I said, let's do this. And then I just pulled her hair, and I said, okay, so like this is what I'm talking about. I just pulled her hair reasonably hard, and I was like, okay, so now it's your turn with me. You can punch me or whatever. And she refused to do so. It's ridiculous.
So you were trying to teach a lesson to her by pulling.
No,
her
I
hair.
was just trying
All
to
right,
say,
we got 10 likes.
let's
That's a shot of
pop the
Tito's right
cherry
there.
on, like, I'm not going to touch you because you're a princess, and you're not going to touch me because
I don't know how-
I'm a scary man with a penis.
There we go. We'll take a shot of Tito's for the 10 likes. Yeah.
Like, let's just
Oh,
not
oh,
do
I
that.
think we're doing
not gonna
okay.
do that.
Now, when you got there, I believe Ben made you sit in the front seat. Is
Yeah,
this
so I
right?
was just going over this before you came in and basically just summarized. Yeah, he made me sit in the front, and then he was like, let's pair bond and do something physical to each other or something, and then within 15 minutes brought it up again, and then pulled my hair very hard, in spite of what they say, trying to minimize it. Like, I'm the one that felt the hair
Here we
pull.
go,
It was
guys.
very hard, and it made me really uncomfortable.
What's the time frame then? How long had you been in the car before
15
Ben?
minutes about.
So about within 15 minutes, Ben's already like
Or a good weekend.
violating personal boundaries.
Yeah.
He's pulled your hair. Now, I think you went to a gas station. Is this right?
Yes. So this is kind of when the next weird shit starts happening. We get to this gas station. So I was like, I'm gonna go over here and like check out this little store, whatever. Then Ben walks over, meets me across the street. I'm literally just trying to get like a piece for a second, honestly. And then is like, walk with me, Ava. And I'm like, okay. And I like start walking, you know, at a normal pace. He's like walking very slowly behind me.
And then we were walking on the bike path, and I tried to train her like heel,
like a dog
walk next to me. You know,
heel.
I bought her some nice lemonade, and you know what I mean. It's just this like she kept running away, and so then Grace's job, right, was to be the Ghislaine Maxwell to my Jeffrey Epstein.
So
oh man, you can't make this stuff up. I swear, dude. It's like so crazy.
You're beating these hoes when they don't get in line. These dogs. This is a doghouse.
I have verbal commands.
Mm-hmm.
I offer a lot of incentives. I mean, what the fuck did they?
What incentives do you offer? Oh my god! I offer a lot of incentives. I wish they would have asked. What incentives could you possibly offer? You don't have any money.
They think it is.
And then it's like, Ava, like, come walk next to me. Why don't you walk faster? And then he's like, no. Ava, like, this is the thing with wayward hoes. I'm walking to listen to a man. Come and walk next to me and whatever. It's so draining.
I believe he commanded you to heel like a dog at one point.
Yes, yeah. And so then he's like, heel.
Oh, look, there's Darius, dude. Man, there's a lot of names that cross paths with the Thorpes. There's Darius. I don't really know much of that. I don't even follow that guy. Okay.
But like, heel, like, come walk next to me. He's trying so hard.
And I tried to exercise a little bit of discipline while giving her a lot of leeway. And, you know, it's ended up with, and Grace was supposed to help me to tell her to stop, you know, to like stop. Mm-hmm. There was one point at which she almost ordered, like, one of the great violations of the Home for Wayward Hosts is when a woman buys water. Okay, so she almost bought the water, and I was like,
one of the great violations of the Wayward Hosts is when a woman buys water. They're not supposed to buy water. They need to drink water out of a dog bowl.
No. And there was a dog bowl there with water because, you know, everyone here is like. So I was like, kneel down and drink. You know, I didn't make her kneel down and drink out of the bowl.
What?
Because I'm a nice guy. But I should have. But I should have. It was clean. The bowl was clean and whatever. You know, I was just saying, like, okay, this is what we do here.
Guys, this is great. This is so good.
You're going to walk next to me on the bike path, right? And it's a walking path too. And she's walking ahead of me, and I said, come back here and walk next to me. And
the big mistake been made is not making this content. He should have been filming every bit of this. So it's not just a story to tell. The story is insane. But oh my god, you should have made it content. It should have been a fucking IRL house of wayward hoes. You should have had a camera going 24/7. That's what you should have had. It should have been the fucking crazy, like, wayward hoe IRL stream.
I had to go to kind of like, you know, verbal commands like a dog, like heel, get back here, right? And then we'd walk a little, and she just wouldn't do it.
Dude,
and
if he did that, if he actually made it content and recorded everything on like a live stream sort of thing, oh man, dude, that would have been fucking Kino right there. That would have been great content. You know, the story itself is wild and it's just insane. And I'm glad that the stories match, so we know it's real. We know what happened. But damn, big mistake there, right? He wasn't thinking. Got a June bug in here. I fucking killed it midair. You saw that? Hell yeah, dude. I'm a June bug killer. That's protein right there. I'm going to pick that off the floor and eat it. No, that's gross. That's disgusting. I'm not drunk enough for that. I would never be drunk enough for that. Moving on. Let's go back to these. So I think we ventured into it. He's trying to be Fish Tank with no money. But he had an audience and he has no money. But he had a chance to be Fish Tank before Fish Tank. Okay? he messed it up. And honestly, I haven't watched Fish Tank, but I think it would be freaking insane to see this dude try to train a woman like a dog and have her drink water out of a dog bowl and get onto her for buying water. Like that's content that the internet craves. This tall old man being so mean to this woman for no reason, just to be an asshole. You know? Man, that would be gold. Ben, you fucked it up, dude. Anyway. Now, more of these hoes. Because I want to watch Grace suffer. I didn't watch all this.
Really compatible. Me and Ruby are somewhat more compatible, but we were friends. And the problem with being friends with Ruby that you might find being invited onto her panels is that if you're friendly with her, she has a tendency to glom onto you and say, like, I love you and you're the best. And you have so much fun together. What? Wait, what?
I have positive feelings that you don't.
So she's nice? She's nice? Oh my god, you have zero social skills.
Wow. It's just a lot of loud sounds.
She's so jealous.
Do you miss
Oh my
the
god.
relationship with these two ladies? When you're seeing this, do you miss the type of relationship you had with them two? Do you miss it?
No. I never really had a
think
relationship with Ava. To be
I
fair.
I mean, you don't have any friends, Grace. Like, of course she has to tell herself that if you don't.
Oh. Well, actually, she kind of had a relationship with Ava. Hold on here. I guess there's more to this. At one point, Ben made it seem like he was looking forward to Ava and Grace at the same time. Two chicks at the same time, man. I think with $1 million, like a guy like me can pull that off. You know?
Many friends, you have to somehow create this cope in your head of like, oh, I'm actually happy not having any female friends, and I actually hate women. That's the cope that you create for yourself because you wouldn't be able to even live with yourself otherwise.
Just love yourself, be yourself.
I mean, you're
and you feel a lot
22
better,
and
Grace.
you've like done nothing in life except for just hang out with your dad.
The problem is that
That is true. That's something people miss. She's 22 years old, and all she's really done is be with her dad. That's it. That is it. She doesn't even have a GED. She doesn't even have a freaking GED. Okay? She has nothing. Her mom left her with the other kids for reasons that have to do with her relationship with her dad. Okay? She has nothing in her life.
these two are kind of fans, and it's hard to be friends with your fans. You know, you kind of have to keep that distance.
Let's get those
Aren't you
likes
the
up
one
to
who showed up at my
15,
house
man.
and job? Aren't you the one that restreamed our trip? Aren't you the one that restreams every fucking stream that I do?
Well,
Aren't you the one that was just restreaming me when you were saying you're in a new
using
content direction? You even
you-
admit that this is what you do.
Using you as a lolcow is not the same thing as being your fan.
Yeah,
I mean,
Grace,
First you think
that's-
women in recovery is your personal walkout, you demon.
That's exactly what we do to
You're
you.
the walkout here.
It goes the same both ways. Like you think you're
hang on.
making a dunk, but you don't think.
Ava and
You
Ruby,
gotta think before you speak, Grace.
Guys. Ava and Ruby, you got to answer this question honestly. You were both originally fans of me. Ava had
No, we were disturbed by you.
I felt bad for you.
I saw your dynamic with your dad, and I felt bad for you.
Let me talk.
I felt sad for you.
Let me talk. Let me talk. Ava, your Instagram bio was my YouTube bio that you told me you copied because you thought I was cool. You said that. So
Grace,
you
I'm
gotta
being
watch
nice to you, Grace.
Is that true?
Everybody who sees anything about you on the internet, Grace, anybody who sees anything, and no, it was not the same. First of all, it was not.
Oh, and Ava did try to work with Grace to try to like get her to leave her dad. That's what Ava did. That's what Ruby did. They both did that. Try to get Grace to leave her dad. And that's when the relationship failed. You see the problem there, right? Grace won't leave her dad.
But anybody who sees Grace, anybody who sees anything about you on the internet, yes, we're going to be nice to you because you are in a really sad situation, and we thought that you were possibly worth saving, and it was very sad. We wanted to be nice and try and be your friend because you are a victim of abuse, Grace.
No, that's not what you said. You DM'd me.
Yeah, of course I'm gonna bullshit you in the fucking moment. I'm not gonna come out.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna come out. Hey, I feel sad because you're getting raped by your dad. And I want to save you.
One at a time, people. One at a time.
Yeah, thank you for Savage for bringing some order in here. Thank you.
Grace,
can't hear you.
Who would just come out if they're trying to help someone who's in an abusive situation? Who would literally? I know that you have this thing where you're like, "Oh, well, I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest." But it's called social skills, Grace.
Just
it's called being nice and phrasing things. And
Ava,
I'm literally not. I'm literally not, Grace.
Lalo says right there, all three girls are obsessed with each other. That's true. That is so true right there.
Ever brought up, apart from saying I saw you on Destiny, you never brought up any of that when I talked to you.
Yes, why would I say I'm trying to be nice to you? I'm trying to be your friend.
You get to know someone first, unlike what you and your dad did.
I'm not gonna immediately come up and be like, "Oh, hey, your dad abuses you." Who would do that? Like, if I'm trying to be nice to you, why would I come out and just say, "Oh yeah, by the way, I think that your dad has sexually groomed you and abuses you."
Ava, your first DM to me was, "Hey, I'm a fan of you. You're a streamer.
Yes, Grace.
Area.
Yes, Grace. That's yes, Grace. Yes, Grace.
And then she seems to
I'm morbidly fucking disturbed
Yeah, see, that makes sense. Ava was trying to help Grace.
by your shit, and I thought maybe I could help you. It's called being nice.
Ruby's first DM to me was, "Hey, do you like cougars?" Now both of you DM'd me first.
Can we just shout out?
I wanted an interview because we seemed fucked up. It was on brand with the interviews I was doing. I wanted an interview with a fucked up person.
And now
you got 181
And
people
now I
watching
was,
you
I
right
was
now,
gonna
bitch.
try to be the one person who didn't bring up your dad.
And now
I thought I could be a friend to you.
fans. Now you're Spurn fans, and it's the same thing. So do I
If
miss
you
my
need to
friendship?
tell yourself that, Grace,
Whatever
you
you
can
say,
tell
bitch.
yourself
It kind of
that.
looks like you're.
But Grace completely misses the point there. Like, they were trying to reach out to her to help her out. And we all understand that. Like, the dynamic between Grace and Ben is just completely unhealthy and is not good.
I'm carrying your streams every
friendship with these two. No, because we were never friends. I was the star.
You don't know how to have friends.
Fans.
Did she leave forever? I think she's gone.
For being groomed by my
Okay, she's gone. She's gone. Okay, let's go to this part right here. So this is a Low Cut Rejects. Shout out to Low Cut Rejects. You have DD, Dalmatian Dog, and Get Crack for Me. Get Crack for Me. Cool. And then Grace Thorpe and Lalo here in this panel.
No, it's not about race. It's just that's not his child, obviously, because you're light skinned and he's white, and your baby's dark brown.
It could be.
I mean, yeah, the genetic chance is like whatever repressed. Oh, hello, Lalo.
All right, so this is Grace confronting Lalo. Grace Thorpe confronting Lalo. Let's do it.
Oh, all right, I'm on. Hello. All right. So we've got Get Crack, we've got DD, and I'm
Lalo,
reviewing after
I
that
do-
Ruby stream.
Lalo, I do want to apologize, like in the sense, like I do think you gave great content. The struggle session, you hung with it. So I have no beef with you about
Hung
that.
with it longer than you, that's true. Yeah. So true.
It was very brave of you. I really do give you credit for that.
I'm a king.
It was funny. The whole Brokeback Mountain thing. It was hilarious.
We should review it together. No, I'm just kidding.
It was hilarious.
But anyway,
we should.
Have you ever watched Brokeback Mountain? Yeah.
have you?
Watch the
We
tent.
should review it.
Did you watch the tent scene? Yeah, no, I skipped it.
That's for the KCIP.
No, we should do a movie night and watch Brokeback Mountain.
So free $50.
And this
okay.
time we won't skip the sex scenes.
No.
You know, Lalo, you did ruin you.
Which, by the way, no, I don't need to go. So Lalo admitted one time he watched Brokeback Mountain, which when that movie came out. So I worked at Blockbuster at the time when the movie came out. Okay, and I worked at the Blockbuster in Alvin, Texas. Okay, very very small conservative town, bunch of hicks and all whatever. The girls are very loose there, by the way. They're not 10s, but they'll suck your dick for less than 10 for free. Okay, it doesn't take much. It's great. Okay, moving on. What I'm saying is, I worked at that Blockbuster, and everyone rented that movie. That movie was rented out every night, and there was a whole wall of it. Okay, everyone was watching that fucking movie. All right. Everyone, a lot of people have seen that movie when that movie came out. All right, they probably just don't want to say they did, but they did. Anyway,
Ruined something for me. Damius Octavius is still an extremely generous donator, but he sent you $200 to make content, and then you didn't really follow through, and now he only.
Hey, Hurricane Pyros, and see what I mean, Damon? That's why I retired from Locale Rejects. What, did they go downhill? Are they no longer based?
Like half of whatever before I do something, and then half after, and he like puts me through all these hoops.
But we didn't vouch for Lalo.
I did not vouch
No,
for
wait, that makes a
Lalo,
lot
but
of sense.
He feels like he learned his lesson.
No,
you
okay,
ruined it for
okay,
everybody.
okay. Oh wait, so I'm the douchebag who like slept with a girl, then made her like make every other guy wait. He's just like, oh,
yeah,
I'm gonna have to pay you half and then half.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh well. No,
Yeah,
okay.
you ruined it for me.
Taught him
Thanks.
something. I'm a teacher. Yeah.
Now he's
Fine.
hand shy with the donos because of you. Thanks a lot.
Well, shout out Give Crack for me. I mean, aren't these the same person? Like, wait, hold on. Damius Octavius.
No,
his
Give
profile
Crack
picture like
for
an
me
Iron Man?
is- Give Crack for me is stingy. He only gives to the shittiest the streamers ever, like Prawn said.
No. Grace Storm, you take that back. He's donated to me. He's a very generous man. No. He supports up and coming streamers that have potential. Okay? All right? Not disgusting fiends like Grace Thorpe who thinks they're entitled to anyone's money. I'm not entitled to anyone's money. They know that if they give to me, it's probably going to cigars or pay off some debt and whatever. Maybe buy a Happy Meal for the kids or whatever. It's just that. You know, it goes to the same account that all my other like miscellaneous spending goes into. Okay.
That's racist. No, he gives it to the black people like John Galt, right?
He doesn't give money to John Galt, no.
That's fucked up.
But I would warn OPC and Dalmatian Dog. Once Get Crack for me gets on a panel and gets cozy, it's the end of the channel. Just saying. No offense.
That's what I said. That's what I said.
He's content death. I've maintained this from the beginning. Very
That's
generous
not
man,
true.
but terrible for the panel, man.
That's not true.
It's Jover.
The Dalmatian defends him in the chat, but won't say anything in person.
I don't know. I've
Right.
already started enough careers already. What is that?
Like who?
Lolo came from there, and then like, all the stuff you have now.
Dead man. Yeah, you're gonna revive the dead man. There's potential there. Maybe I need a producer. Maybe I need a show writer. Okay. Maybe I don't know.
Because of me.
Lola?
Yeah. Yeah.
As a career?
Yeah,
What,
Lalo has a
selling-
career.
She came from the.
Selling
Mhm,
blankets she
mhm.
cut up and sewed together to keep.
That's it. That's it. That's all came from the Halloween stream. That was all that shit.
I'll give you credit for bringing.
No,
the most
you
boring
see, you don't understand. You
female
don't
I
understand.
could possibly imagine.
You got to understand. You need to have a new, fresh set of orbiters. If you don't
I
have
agree with
someone,
about that.
if you don't have an incubator, you're not gonna get anything. So I'm always the one incubating new content here, because
No,
you
okay,
need to find
I'll
new.
give you that. I'll
And I gave War Chief like $150 in subs that one time while you were like
Yeah.
in Pennsylvania, and then it triggered his ass to keep doing more. Otherwise, he would have left. He would have fucking left. So
No, yeah,
I already
I'll give
know
you
where,
credit for that. I'll give you
because
credit.
that's the thing. You have to see. I never want to be on panel. I never wanted to do this, but every time
here.
shit goes down, I have to get a direct hand into things because that's always the problem. It's like, fuck, what the hell happened to Paro? Paro was supposed to be on here. This is Paro's show, and look what happened.
Paro, you're supposed to be on there. Why aren't you on there? Yeah, since my producer gave access to DD without my permission. Well, that's something you guys have to work out, man. I can't be a mediator. I guess it could be. I don't have any bias. Is that what we're doing? Do we need to mediate this thing? Oh, you quit. So there's no mediation possible. So in some chance in the future, so you don't want to work with Dalmatian Dog at all whatsoever. Okay. This seems like something we should probably do on Discord. I don't really do that live because the software mixer I use sometimes crackles with Discord. Sometimes it depends. Hold on, let me sound test. Sound test. All right, I think it's working. I think so. Let me play the rest of this, and I will entertain that.
Happened. And now I gotta come in here and I gotta fix this shit now because I'm gonna have.
I think
to fix it somehow.
I think OPC did. He messed up with that. He should have done it more gently.
He messed up a lot.
Wait, hold on. What happened to
let me ask-
OPC?
let me
No, wait,
ask
no, wait, hold
you-
on. No. Hold on, Ben.
think
Okay, I
Patience
saw
is
OPC. Oh my god.
Or is he gone?
Do you think Patience is good? Oh yeah, I heard he was talking shit today, but I was kind of too busy to listen.
Oh, he's biting.
Yeah, I'm not sure though.
Hey, with the
I
black
didn't
guy?
see it. The Muslim, yeah.
The Muslim.
He looks like
D-Dog,
wait,
D-Dog, you have to answer your
What?
question. This is your panel. Come on, D-Dog. You gotta
No,
do the
fuck his
question.
question.
Well, I love it. I
no,
love
let
you
it
guys
go.
taking over. I love it when you guys take over my panel.
Oh,
I mean, I would love to ask
Based.
Lalo all sorts of questions and Grace all sorts of questions.
Yes.
But so,
No, wait, let me cuss.
what is-
No,
what
hold
is
on.
it?
No,
Can I-
no,
I can't even get
wait,
one
no, I had a
question?
point to make. I had a
Okay,
point to
go
make.
ahead. Go ahead.
First of all, give crack. Does the patience guy not look like Richard Sherman from the 49ers? Number one. Number two.
Yeah, it kind of
when it-
does. Yeah,
He
yeah,
does, right?
you're
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Then secondly, what was it? Fuck, I got distracted by the patient stand. Oh my god, the tangent killed me. Okay, Dalmatian, you can go ahead.
Yeah, so I just wanted to ask, so what is your status right now, you two? Are you friends still? Are you keeping in contact at all? Or because from what Grace told me, Lalo, you just went ghost after the whole trip. So
yeah.
Are you back officially?
Yeah, after they after he took the money and he ran away, right?
Wait, hold on, I just got new tea. Mackenzie just texted me and said, "Get crack is full of shit." Ooh.
Oh yeah, she hates me because they had a mod war on this channel. She banned somebody. I think it was Ava. She banned Ava, then BB unbanned her, and then
mediation. You'd be open to mediation. We can have an attempt. No promise is going to be made here. Okay? All I would do is let you guys talk and put order there. We'll talk about the issues that we have. But there's no promises, okay? That's it. We'll be professional. Play the rest of this part, and I'll throw the link to the Discord in the chat. I rarely do this. I'll see what happens.
Mackenzie timed out BB for like 24 hours. So a mod banned it. So I had to untime her out. Then they started going at each other, and then that's it. And Mackenzie always has a love-hate relationship with me anyway. So like the first time I was on panel on that late night show, and then Princess fell asleep.
Fact,
and I had
let
to
me open
carry
a
that
word
whole
pad
fucking
so we
shit.
can sort
And then
out
I was
problems.
just like, the only really big active chatter was Mackenzie, and I was like, man, Mackenzie looks like she's
You know what?
gonna be
No.
easy to trigger. So I started triggering her. So I said like she went to Kenya to suck
That's too
big
much like
bad
work.
black dick from Maasai tribe or some shit. I don't remember. I was drunk. But yeah, if you have that old stream, you could probably pull it up. But
Let Mackenzie get her mod back. No, she's a good mod.
no, they took off all the mods. Everyone got demodded on this channel.
That's, you know what? If you have no mods, you have no mod war. If you have no mods, you have no mod war. The only reason why Get Cracked for me is a mod on my channel is because he provides links. That's the only thing I ask for a mod to do. If I see a mod sweep, they're no longer modded. No one gets swept. No one gets timed out. We don't do that. That chatter should be able to figure it out on their own. If they can't, well, I don't have the time to play babysitter. And the mods don't have that time either.
Because of the war. So like nobody gets a wrench now. But then that was Paro's like directive. Paro's not here no more. So it's your show, Dalmatian. You can set who's the mod.
Yeah, well, OPC has to determine that. But
Can I get Mackenzie mod?
the Mackenzie Carter Cameroon girl or whatever? Is that her?
Cameroon? Cameroon.
I don't know her last. What is it? Cara Cameron or something?
Oh, you guys are going live in a few minutes? Well, interesting. Okay.
Cameron.
Cameron, okay. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, yeah, maybe OPC can set that up. I really hate that. That woman is so negative whenever she comes in chat, I've noticed. I try to avoid her. She's married, right?
What were your questions? Yeah.
Yeah. So it was.
She's a spicy Latina.
So I was told this is Grace Thorpe confronting Lalo, but like there's not a whole lot happening right here between those two.
No, I'm just kidding.
Other than they don't do
Okay,
anything.
so Layla, what's the deal? I mean, you have to give us some thoughts
Okay, here we
here
go.
of yours.
Have her turn her camera on first for the content.
Or Grace, I'd love to hear your thoughts on how Layla looks. Did he have this kind of facial hair when you guys were in LA, or did he just grow this out recently?
I'm not a huge fan. I think it's to cover his facial fat, and I just don't. I think it looks unkempt.
I think it looks great.
Looks like half old werewolf.
Yeah,
Would you say-
werewolf.
Would you describe him in this? Is he Giga Chad or is he like beta sorta?
It's not either. It's just I'm not a fan of the beard.
No. The beard is doing great. I think the beard looks great.
It's tough. She won't came up though.
Killer.
It's rough. Yeah.
It's too dark in here. It doesn't matter if I cam or not.
No, it's the point. It's the point. Fucking idiot. All right. Anyway, for the facial hair, I mean it's a commitment.
Oh, sorry.
We're building it up. Does it look better than usual? Probably not, but you gotta let it develop. Why waste?
LMAO, guess what Lalo is shaving after this? No, I already made it clear to him. He no longer listens to me. I made it clear to him
Yeah.
I'm just not a fan.
I gotta. No.
I
gotta
think
get paid
liquid,
to shave it.
maybe Liquid Grace is a
By
fan.
the way Lalo says that is like a scorned lover, right? Like I think at one point he was actually in love with Grace, but he's moved on, man.
Yeah, but now I will say, Dalmatian. What? That I remember what I was gonna say. I saw a clip on the casino of fucking what's that guy's name? OPC, fucking cracking his skull open. What was that? Like, is he still alive or?
You're asking me? Yeah, he's still alive. It's it happened with Grace.
know?
I don't know too much about it because I've talked to him. He seems fine. I don't know. That was just like another thing that happened on the Thorpe show, I guess.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
wait,
well-
Get Crack, you were watching that, right?
I don't think so.
Well, you've seen the clip, right?
Disloyal.
Disloyal. No, I don't think so.
You're disloyal.
You haven't seen
Big Crack has seen that many times.
clip of OPC going down the ramp and cracking his head on the scooter?
Oh, that one? Oh, okay. Yeah, I made that one, didn't I? Did I make that one?
Yeah,
Oh,
you did.
I think you did.
So-
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I like that. Good Crack for me makes so many clips, puts stuff out. Sometimes he forgets about it. Yeah. I like that.
I give Crack. You did make it. I'm pretty
Okay.
sure.
Yeah, I mean, I'm doing
So-
too much shit in the background right now. I'm trying
Because-
to
because-
Dude,
clip
Get
all the-
Crack for me is like the producer for all this shit. You think about it, this sector of YouTube, he's like the guy.
the LA are crap again. Oh my.
I remember I watched
No,
the clip and it was Give Crack that made it, and I was like, oh, that's
the
a
clips are
perfect
really
clip.
good. No, Give Crack.
Yeah.
I don't care if you don't ever donate again. The clips are worth their weight in gold. The titles too are really good. I always
Yeah,
enjoy
I
looking
try.
at
I try. Yeah, I got.
What
man,
was there was you clipped the like you were watching two mice thing.
Oh,
And,
that was Rini. That was Rini. That wasn't me.
Oh.
Rini's
no,
good.
there-
Yeah.
There was one you clipped where me and my dad were doing karaoke, and I said you're off key, and he
Right,
said no,
right.
I'm not.
Yeah, that was funny. Yeah, you mentioned that in the LAR too, like on one of those streams. Yeah. That there's a lot of
There's a
gold,
little bit
you know,
more
in
to
the
this.
LAR.
Let me
Yeah.
Like I told you, you got to
Let me speed it up.
in chat. I'm really
Nah.
serious. So I'm going to see if I can do it myself or get
Oh, we
Gary
like
in to help me.
The fuck is Gary?
What do you think? Like put a whole like arc video
Like
together.
we could make it into episode type things, episodic, because there's
Okay. I'm not sure if there's more to this confrontation, but let's do something in the moment here. So I'll drop the link to the Discord there. The idea of that is, I suppose, if like that's linked to the VC of the locale rejects. And Hurricane Paro, if they want to do some sort of mediation panel, or if they want me to join them, either way. By the way, if you're liking this, make sure you press that like button. I'll take a shot for every 10 likes. We're looking at 12 right here. And feel free to say something in the chat, man. I'm like we're all good here. Good luck on that. Yeah, if no one wants to come in, then that is that. So then we'll have this.
so much material. If you kind of make it like episode 1, episode 2, like put stuff that's related to each other into different, you could do it. You could edit it
Yeah.
into something really tight.
You know the problem with kick
Well-
clips though is that when you clip something, I think you
Actually,
clip it
hold
well
on,
with the
hold
timing.
on,
so you show-
hold on. Hurricane Paro. Then you could join. You could tell me your story of what happened. If you'd like to do that. Man, I feel like this Four Loko stuff is messing with me. I have not tried to like pop my neck like this since I've been drinking this Four Loko shit. Like today. I will not be drinking this stuff again. The way I feel is weird. It's like I'm energized, But yet I'm like, feel like my inhibition's going away. It is a weird combination. Yeah, I've been drinking the Four Loko and taking shots of Tito's for every 10 likes. So there's only one shot.
Show the whole thing, but it doesn't let you pick up on the rest of the stream, so it's hard to get context. You know, if you're like, it only
That's
like
right.
1 minute, so you
Mhm.
have to you don't know where in the stream that minute's from. It won't let you like go to stream like YouTube.
So you can go to stream, but you have to wait until the stream ends, and then when you click the VOD, if the VOD still exists, the VOD has to still exist.
That wasn't the point
And
she
it
was
goes like go to the stream. You can copy the thing because it'll give you a T equals whatever seconds timestamp, like YouTube does. So that's
Wait.
how I do it.
So if you go to the I'm saying if you go to the clip section of the Kick channel,
Right.
click a
And then
clip.
you click a clip, and then there should be like go to that stream, like right click on it.
Lalo's so disrespectful because they're talking business. Pay attention, Lalo. You're gonna need to know this when you have a Kick stream, okay?
And you'll get like the T equals timestamp.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
So that's how I do it. Yeah, that's how I do it. So a lot of the clips I do is actually just to get the timestamp too, because I could just go back and whatever. But what I found out, which is making my life a headache, is because when you were live streaming, this is going to be boring to chat, whatever, I don't care. But the thing is that because whenever you have a disconnection, it fucks up the VOD. So I have to chop up the VOD, and now those timestamps mean nothing. And so I'm having a huge ass headache.
Wait, but isn't that only when I'm live though? When I'm not live,
When you have a stable connection, it's okay. I've seen weird things where like the VOD completes, but the audio gets fucked up. Half of your audio, you sound like a chipmunk. So I have to redo the VOD because you clicked on if you go to Cash App or you go to an app, it fucks up the VOD too. It can't. Not just having an unstable connection. You going to another app on your phone while you're live streaming will fuck it up. That's what I noticed. Yeah.
Yeah, Grace, so pay attention. Don't go to other apps. Stay focused.
know that. I mean,
get Lalo's take on Savage Live Media.
Okay. Did you hear that?
Sure. Turn the camera on.
Okay, hold on 1 sec.
Savage, so I vaguely remember her from like 4 months ago or whatever it was when Keemstar was still relevant. And the problem with her is that her accent is very disconcerting. She says that she's from Eastern North Carolina, which is not really the most southern state. And then also in addition to that, her husband is El Salvadorian, which is also quite weird. And her aesthetic is quite odd for a person that's like 50. So
you think it's a fake accent?
It's an exaggerated one, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's exaggerated to make her sound stupider than a typical stupid.
I see what she's doing, by the way. That's so funny. The whole sector's so unimpressive, man. Holy shit.
Grace, did you leak your sex toys just now? Somebody just
Yeah, I agree with Lalo on that one.
Discord just said.
What?
Yeah, sex toys.
Oh.
Toys? The fly swatter?
Okay, okay.
Discord
Somebody in Discord said, "Hey, Layla,
That
what
looks gross.
are you drinking, man? That drink looked delicious, by the way. Is that apple juice or is that alcohol?"
No, it's like is it apple juice? No, it's whiskey.
Do I
what
sound
was
like
it
that?
again?
What the-
There you
Okay,
go.
so it's whiskey. Okay, all right.
Yeah,
it looked very good.
Great whiskey.
Yeah, Lala's a big whiskey drinker.
Have you turned to drinking? After
No,
what
no,
this last LA arc, you turned to drinking?
Yeah, Ben was like, oh, he took 5 liters of wine box. Oh my god. He was being a big sissy about it. But no. What was I gonna say?
Lalo, careful.
Lalo, you put fruit mixes into your beers. Nobody believes you're drinking straight whiskey.
Oh yeah, that's before I drink beer. That's true. That was like 2 years ago. Big time ago.
You're drinking
But,
straight whiskey.
Yeah.
What brand?
Seagram's, I think.
Seagram's? That's Canadian, right?
Yeah. A boot. Anyway.
I don't think I've ever had Seagrams. I usually go Gentleman Jack.
Straight out of the bottle into the glass.
As opposed to what?
On the rock?
Maybe he puts a little water in there. Maybe he does. Maybe he doesn't. I don't know.
On the rocks, mixed with water, mixed with juice, mixed with Coke.
Why are you
Just
lying
not-
that shit with orange? I didn't see it.
Let's see it.
Hold it up.
What this thing?
That looks like it has water in it.
Oh, there is ice. There is ice.
I don't lie. All right. So my question was, how come Ava made the stream or whatever it was, and I saw the premiere for it, that was pretty bad. It was I wasn't even her that was narrating it, right? Like this documentary. It's really bad.
It was super embarrassing. Yeah, she. I don't know if she watched it or not before she premiered it, but the whole idea was that it was showing something terrible that happened on October 24th, supposedly of 2024, but it never actually said what happened or
never
why.
made the case.
Never made the case. Just was.
Oh yeah, Ava's documentary was so long and boring. I couldn't watch it all. I tapped out. I could not do that.
Incoherent clips.
I think we were just a little more relaxed. We talked about
Wait a second.
Off-color stuff more.
Yeah.
So I think they thought their idea was like something happened. Lalo, where do you fall on the prediction as far as, okay, is Ruby going to like get into some crazy shit where she gets 5150'd prior to the trip to South Carolina or on the trip to South Carolina or neither?
Okay, so I vaguely understand that they're going to do like a trio trip to South Carolina. I don't know when, but what's your question?
I'm seeing her spiraling hard with the methadone thing. But here's an interesting question. Say you're on methadone. Methadone's a serious drug, right? It's a controlled series 2 opiate. If you stockpile it, okay, that's one thing. But why would you say on a live stream that you're stockpiling it in a city filled with criminals and liquid methadone is very desirable on the market? Also, that's totally against what you're supposed to be doing. You're not supposed to have methadone all over the place. I think she's trying to get herself, kind of 50. I think she's heading towards what she calls a psychic break, where she'll say like, I don't know, I hate doing this, but I'm going to take a knife to a Latino guy or whatever.
What the fuck? What? Ben thinks Ruby's gonna snap and just start killing people?
Okay.
But Grace thinks she's going to wait to South Carolina to do that, so that because it's hard to like make it look like you're having a psychic break if you're live streaming it. So it's better if someone else is live streaming it.
Yeah.
Plus,
Well,
I want to get your take on this. I think she hates Ava. I think she really resents the fact that Ava just didn't make any content in Vegas, and I don't think she thinks Lola's going to do anything either. I think she thinks it sucks. Your thoughts?
Well, okay. See, the problem with what you were saying is that whole like train was self-masturbatory. Okay, you're not making a cogent point. Now, to react to what you said, like as a stimulus, is that
Is
basically I think that-
self-masturbatory like redundant?
Yes.
Well, see, the thing is that you indulge in
What other
saying
type
certain
of
things 'cause-
masturbation is there other than self-masturbation?
So I like that Lalo put it back on Ben, being that was a stupid point.
Now, the problem with you is that you're pedantic, and pedantic sort of like
Oh
catching is very
no,
annoying. It's
Lalo,
quite
you know
annoying.
where this ended up last time.
See, I can just go to sleep now. No problem.
It's just
So you don't
better
have
to
to
make a
pay.
point that you can make in 10
Okay,
seconds,
well, okay,
not
okay,
in 30.
Ruby has snapped before, invaded a house. Yeah, she has. There is that story. Do you think she's gonna snap again? Non-it factor.
Make it easier for
Do
you.
you think Ruby's spiraling?
What is your?
Did you see her thumbnail? It says all this shit about like specific clinic,
By the way, thanks for the chat there.
how she's you don't normally do this if you're looking to like participate in the system.
I don't think she's at all trying to get herself in trouble. I just think she's so stupid that she will. Obviously, right?
Do you know what happened yesterday at her methadone clinic?
Nope.
She went there with a bottle that had methadone left over in it, which means she's not taking the dosage they prescribed her.
Yes. How do you have leftover methadone when you're prescribed a certain amount of methadone with the expectation to use it? But if you're not using it, you're going to have leftover. They're going to have questions about that. Why do you have this? You know?
They said, okay, since you're not taking the dosage we prescribed you, we're not going to give you a weekly dose. We're going to keep you on a daily dose. You have to check in with us every day.
Wow.
She threw her iced coffee on the floor, screamed, threw a box of condoms on the floor that was near them, kicked the chairs around, and ran out of the clinic. And now she's permanently banned. That doesn't sound like
White
51
privilege.
Does that
behavior.
sound like spiraling?
No, that's white girl behavior, actually. No. But she's an idiot for doing that, though. That's actually kind of impressive. Very stupid. She should call in, actually. That's impressive. Wow. How stupid. Let's get her in here.
Well, she said she wasn't going to call in, but yeah, that sounds like very psycho behavior almost. I have to admit, getting banned from.
Well, and that doesn't help Ruby at all. The fact that she got banned from another methadone clinic. I hope she does better. There is that. No. Now, do I think she's gonna snap and go crazy and start doing, putting a knife to a Latino's throat? Probably not. Low expectations on that one.
From the methadone clinic. Not good. Not a good look. Not a good look. But Layla,
Radio
I'd love
Thorpe
to.
says Ruby's going to use the Thorpes as an excuse to cancel the trip and pocket the donations. Maybe.
Grace, are you gonna have any problem if I go and meet Ruby and Ava? Ben, will you have any problem? I think I will probably go if it's in South Carolina. I'd love to meet
It's
them.
a long way. Charleston's a long way though. It's like almost to Georgia.
It's like 5 hours. We already did the math on the drive.
I think you should definitely go.
Yeah, you should definitely go.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I probably will. I'd love to.
Dalmatian dog has to ask permission of Grace Thorpe first. See if it's okay if he can do that.
Love it. If you guys went, I could hitch a ride with you guys all the way down from. I guess you guys are not invited, or you don't want to go, maybe.
Well, I mean, what would you do? Like, if you're not invited, I mean, Ava, you know how Ava interacts with people. Like, she'll invite you somewhere and then set you up and then not be there. She thinks that's funny. So
she just did that to you. She wouldn't do that to me.
Non-infector, yeah. There was a development. Ruby did a live stream the other day. I think it was Thursday. Might have been Wednesday. I've been streaming all this stuff daily. And in that stream, she revealed that she was fired from another methadone clinic. Because she had some methadone left over in a bottle that she brought there, and they had issues with it. They had issues that she had methadone stored, or I guess stashed. And instead of getting a new weekly prescription of methadone, they said no. And then Ruby decides to throw her iced coffee on the floor. And this is from the stuff she said. I'm not adding I'm not embellishing. I'm not doing the whole Kino Casino, adding more to it. This is everything she said. And she then proceeds to grab condoms that are available in a bin and start throwing them at the people there. So the combination of that does not look good. That's going to get you kicked out. Why is D-Dog still associated with the Thorpes? Once a simp, always a simp. Don't ever simp. I say don't ever simp, but don't listen to me as if I'm pure, though. I have my weaknesses. Busty Asian chicks is my weakness, okay? All right? Latina queens are my weakness, okay? All right, I have my weakness too. But not fat white girls that daddy issues that bang their dad, okay? That's not my that's not my weakness.
Me, I don't think.
I mean,
She really wants to meet me.
Funny. I don't think Ruby would do that to you.
No, you don't understand. They're desperate for somebody to, as they said, offload negative energy onto. I think you're perfect for that.
Yeah.
You can handle it.
Yeah.
What negative energy? It's going to be awesome energy. You don't think we'll have fun? Will you guys cover it?
I'm repeating what they said. That they said they want someone around to offload negative energy onto.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
They all have massive daddy issues, I think.
Let's just say I wouldn't suggest asking to rub one of their thighs off camera. But then again, they're all sluts, so maybe.
I didn't ask to rub your thigh, Grace, by the way, but
okay, touch the thigh, whatever.
Which one would you most want to bang out of the three of them?
Fuck, marry, kill.
Yeah.
Fuck, marry, kill out of what? Ruby, Ava, and who's the other person? Is it going to be Savage?
I'm not going to do that. Probably Ava, though, obviously. I'm not really, I don't know Lo. So yeah, Ava.
I don't even know what Lo looks like. I've not seen Lo. I've only heard of Lo. So I guess kill Lo. I don't even know what she looks like. Bang Ava. Oh man. No, bang Ruby and marry Ava. There you have it. There you have it. I'll regret that. I regret that. You know what? I will do better with the wayward hose than what Ben ever did. Okay, I will get Ava to drink water out of a dog bowl. No.
I definitely. But
I mean, I partake in that stupid question, but what about you guys?
has a boyfriend. I don't know Lo, and then Ruby is like 40 years old, so probably none of them. But Lalo, can we talk about your guys' whatever this is? I guess you two, Lalo and Grace.
What?
Lalo, so why have you been missing? Were you hurt after the whole LA thing? I mean, it's okay to be an emotional man.
That was good. That was a good ending for me. That was a good ending for me.
Yeah, he got the money. He got some money and he ran from it. Yeah, he ran with the money. Yeah.
So funny.
Oh, Ben likes me, huh?
I agree with that sentiment. It is totally fine to be emotional and be a man.
That's patronizing and pretty palpably stupid to say, Ben.
Oh, Lalo with a spine. Like that.
What brought you back, Lalo? Why are you back?
No, I just saw the four of you guys
What do you mean
fighting. I
it's
was like, oh, this is
patronizing?
awesome.
I'm totally fine with being emotional and being a man. I don't think there's any problem with that.
It's pretty obvious when you're being condescending and trolling, and it's just kind of insulting that you still think you can get away with it, though.
Oh,
Not
yes.
being condescending to you.
That's like
No,
asking.
no.
Okay,
You're
no, that's like if you're trolling an autist and then say, "Hey, retarded person, am I trolling the autistic person?" It's like, yeah, obviously, won't pick up on that.
So you don't think I agree that a man can be emotional? I'm super emotional. So what? I don't know what you're talking about.
That's kind of evident. Yeah, no, that's true.
It is so cool to see Lalo acting like that. Okay, what did he say, non-infector? He offered herself to Ben to make her baby, but he didn't get the big time. Okay.
I don't have a problem with
Who,
being
Ava
emotional.
did? See, there's probably more to this story than we know.
Dad.
Oh, wrong one. Wrong tab.
Emotional. So I'm not.
Okay, so
Shit.
okay, yes. Can we stay on topic? Like,
We're drinking
so,
this Four Loko shit.
So you saw them arguing, Lalo. How did you think Grace did in that argument with Ruby and Ava? You thought she held her own weight, or do you think they? I mean, personally, for me, I'll give my opinion on it. If you want to think about it for a second, I thought Grace came in strong when she mentioned the brother aspect of the whole thing, but then she kind of, I don't know, it went on talking about Sav's lesbianism or whatever, and I was not so impressed towards the end of it. The second part was kind of
Yeah, Grace asking what does pussy taste like was not a strong factor.
Me.
But personally, I wish that Sav wasn't even there, because then it really could have been like a real confrontation. I mean,
No,
I'm glad Sav was there, because Sav was the only one shutting these bitches up. Like, Ruby and Ava would talk all over Grace, and Sav was like, hey, shut up and let them talk. Let Grace talk.
Savage
No,
is there
she-
because
she
otherwise
held it
those
together.
two hags will just
Savage
screech.
was
You
there.
can't say anything, good or bad.
but Give Crack told me that you had talked to Ruby like last week for the first time in a while, and
Yeah.
I guess I missed that confrontation. Was that on Kick?
Oh, that one was embarrassing. No, it's on her channel. No, and Joe
he told me
has it.
he told me it was just Ruby like screeching at you the whole time. Is that true?
All right, guys, let's see if we can get this 13 likes up to 20, and I'll take another shot of Tito's vodka. All right?
True?
Oh yeah.
We taking shots for vodka or any sort of a nice donation. Any donation, really. Could be $1. I'll take a shot for that, dude. We're at that level here.
It was super embarrassing, and then she rage quit her own stream.
All right, Dalmatian. Let me ask you this. Say we were in Hollywood, right? And I did what I did with Lalo. I said, like,
Get me drunk
let's
is
go to
the
gay
goal.
area, right? I don't know if you saw that, but so we went to this area. I didn't realize it was all like gay, but okay, I kind of knew it was. And and I said, let's go to the gay bars. Would you not go or what?
I mean, I don't know, Ben.
I'll answer that question. If he said, hey, let's go to gay bars, I'd be like, no, I do not want to go to a gay bar, Ben.
And she had a car. She's like, oh, I'll come by. And then we're like, oh, yeah, let's go to the gay bars. She had a car.
Out of all the bars available there, can we find one that has busty chicks? Can we do that? That would be great content.
Would you have like said like, "No, I'm not going there"?
Did you ask Lalo to do this while you guys were in LA?
Him and his buddy came with us, but the buddy bolted as soon as he saw that it was gay. Lalo hung around, went to the gay bar, and then freaked out for like 6 hours afterwards.
But did you tell him it was gay beforehand? You're saying you did say it was gay beforehand? He knew it was gay?
No, he did not know.
According to Aphrodite, which is another character here, he did.
You're saying you didn't know Lalo?
Well, I
No,
mean, I think he sort of knew.
I didn't.
That's some bullshit. We said
That's not what Aphrodite said, and I don't think she would be lying. I don't have that clip to play right here, but we can get that one very quickly. I think Joe Shabatoni has that clip. Or Ruby has that clip. Someone has that clip.
with Aphrodite, let's go to a gay bar, and you said, okay, yeah.
Well, he knew there was a potential of being gays around. It's LA.
Look, that's not even the point. No, it's just that I was so blackout at that point that I didn't consider it. However, I'm like coherent enough to sound like I knew what I was doing. So it's a difficult predicament to be in, but I did not know I was doing that. I don't remember.
But I mean,
considering
I
it.
didn't.
Not that I
I
even
didn't
care, but
I didn't go to the gay bar. You did.
why is that a relevant point to make?
Well, I'm just saying different.
Now,
choices.
when somebody says that, Ben, when somebody says
I
they
mean,
were
you were like
blackout, they didn't really know what they were doing. Now you're somebody who's sober, right? Now you say I knew what I was doing. Now, how is that really relating to the point that I just made?
No, I want Dalmatian to answer. I'm just saying.
Now, can you answer that question though? It's kind of rude if you don't answer it.
I don't fucking care what some faggot
Great.
said. But anyways,
Right? Yeah. Okay, great. Stumped. It's tough.
Are you two fighting? Are you Lalo and Ben? Were you guys fighting?
Well, I
in LA?
stumped him on that one.
All right, go ahead. Ask me. I'm trying to be. All right, so Dalmatian.
How was LA for you, Ben? I'd love to hear
No,
about
no. Press him on this one. He's uncomfortable. Get him on this one.
What is the question?
The question was that I made a point to say that I was not fully aware of what happened. You said that as somebody who, again, was not drinking at all, knew what was happening. Now, how does that really relate to the point that I was making that I did not know what was happening?
How does the fact that I knew what was happening relate to the fact that you didn't know what was happening?
Yes, because you said it to say as if like, oh, well, I was sober. I knew what was happening. Therefore, the person that was out of it knew what was happening just by implication. Or was there another point you were
You
making?
didn't know you were at a bunch of bars that were filled with gays?
No. The operative question here is, did you?
Before he finishes that, hold on here. Fact check real fast. Aphrodite was there, and she says otherwise. Let's play this.
What's up, Ruby?
By the way, guys, if you're liking this, feel free to say something in the chat, man. I like that. I like the interaction there. You got something to say? We'll definitely get into that, okay? I love you guys. I love the participation. And I love the support, okay? Let's get those likes up. And let's do it, man. I got a shot glass. Someone put in $5 here. And I'll be taking a shot of Tito's. Let's do that shit, man. Come on, man.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good. I was just arguing with Grace on Discord, and she wanted to do a stream, but she's taking her sweet ass time, and I'm busting.
I'm
out
gonna
this shirt. I just got
speed
this
it up a
shirt
little
at
bit.
Target yesterday. I got these pants too. Oh my god, we're both wearing black shirts.
Yeah. I'm on my lunch break, so I'm covering up my work company.
oh my gosh, yeah. Be careful because you know how the Thorpe Center fans are.
Oh, she's a nurse?
There's nothing that they can do to me that hasn't been done before. All right, they leaked the news. They collabed with my stalker. They dragged my dead brother. They talked about pissing on his grave quite literally. There's nothing they can do.
Sorry for being gay. Happy Friday. Happy Friday, CE. Yeah, dude, let's get this shot glass going here, man. I'm still drinking on this tall boy Four Loko. I was saving the rest of it for the stream.
Yeah. Well, they're all about views and whatever's gonna get people to click.
Yeah, and yet it's still not working. Thorpe TV says, guys, what's the rundown? What do you want me to write out some basic points so you can have Daddy look over it? Just come up and explain your reasoning for burning the bridge with patience and being an absolute fucking cunt to me. Elaborate, cunt. And why do you talk about your plans for fucking with my trip? You're so excited for it.
You're going to Myrtle Beach? Where are you going?
We're going to Charleston.
Myrtle Beach. I heard it's Murder Beach.
Okay, so she's looking out. Everyone, I would just like to announce that I did win this interaction.
No, for real. I heard Myrtle Beach is like murder capital. Is that true? Moving on.
Down. I gave her a fucking hour, and now she's just making more and more excuses. Yikes. She's probably crying right now.
I don't know if people really know, but I hung out with Grace and her dad recently.
That's so crazy because they like totally dragged you for getting like raped. They think it's a joke. So why did you want to meet up with them?
That was my introduction to them. I mean,
And
that was
you
the
wanted
big.
more. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, they don't really. I don't know if they still think that about my story, but
Oh, they do. Yeah, they're evil. Yeah. You're just someone to make fun of for content for them, you know.
But yeah, I went and visited them in LA because I'm in LA.
How was it?
It was fun. I was kind of surprised because there's all these other channels that repost Grace's content, and they like totally cut out the part I was there. Like, come on, guys.
Oh no!
Oh no, I know that feeling, Aphrodite. I am also a background character, never mentioned ever again. Even though I was like the first, but never mentioned ever again. It sucks. I was in season 1. That's it.
Dude, that happened to me before where I'm like, yo, I'm definitely gonna be at the start of this compilation or something, and then it's like for 1 second, and I'm like, fuck, like goddamn. Roasted.
I thought Grace was really sweet in person. She was fun. I kind of wanted to take her out, just like the two of us, down to like the bars and take her out dancing and stuff. And we did do that, but Lalo was there and her dad was there.
What was that like? There was like a big freak out about the gay club, and then they berated Lalo for like.
Oh, here we go. Let's talk about the gay club. Did Lalo know?
Many hours trying to force him to say he's gay on cam. Remember that?
Yeah. For the record, Lalo knew 100% we were going to gay bars before we.
Boom. Let's hear that again.
For the record, Lalo knew 100% we were going to gay bars before we.
Boom. One more time.
For the record, Lalo knew 100% we were going to gay bars before we went. It was.
So why would Aphrodite lie? She's on her lunch break doing this. She doesn't have time to cook up a story. She's just talking. She's just telling the story. She's telling what happened. She's not lying. Great ally Israel. Good to see you, man. The greatest ally America ever had. Forget USS Liberty, dude. Okay? Well, we just forget that ever happened. I was in season 1, and one of the first 20 Thorpe's viewers, and I'm forgotten. W Business, we could join a club. We were the originals. So I think I don't know if you were trying to show Ben how to use what was it, a pick hoe? A pick hoe. I don't even know how to use a pick hoe, okay? You think I have a garden over here? Shit, dude. It's a fucking weed trap, dude. It has a bunch of fucking weeds in it. I'm growing weed in my backyard. Tell the Thorpes that. No. Oh, man. My hands were full, so I couldn't stop my dog from eating it. Yeah, I'm sorry. Well, that's a good thing about dogs, dude. Dogs will clean up messes like that. You know? Like, now that we have a dog again, it's great. It's like, wait, whenever the dog vomits, the dog cleans it back up. Whenever the cat has a hairball, the dog eats it. The only problem is whenever the dog shits, the dog doesn't eat the shit. I just wish the dog would eat his own shit. He doesn't eat that. He'll eat the cat shit. I will catch the dog with his head in the litter box. Like, dog, what the fuck are you doing? You're like, well, man, this is good shit. Like, it's cat shit. And I realize I'm talking to a fucking dog. You're like, yeah, you are talking to a dog, Mr. Devin. Because you're tripping on shrooms and you can't stop fucking drinking that Four Loko shit. What the fuck are you doing? God damn it, it's a Friday. Got an empty shot glass over here. I know, I'm being a beggar. I'm being a fucking beggar here. I am. Oh, I am. Being that sort of guy.
Highly discussed.
Do you think he knew that Ben was going to scream at him for like 5 hours after?
Well, Lalo's a trip. Like, I don't know if you've ever met him in person, but he is like, He talks and talks and talks, and he like demands answers. He kept on asking me over and over again why I didn't want to be with Ben. Does Ben have a chance? Like, and I'm like, I have a boyfriend. He's like, well, even if you didn't have a boyfriend, would you have a chance? I'm like, it doesn't even matter. Like, I have a boyfriend. Like, I'm not available. He wouldn't like take a no for an answer, and he's like, tell me what it is. Tell me what it is about Ben you don't like. I'm like,
weird.
He's not my type, first of all.
That was so weird. Kind of wonder if Ben told Lalo to play that card. Okay. So that gives us some perspective there. So that's going to back up a little bit.
Did you know before it happening? Therefore, the person that was out of it knew what was happening just by implication.
So this is Lalo talking about his gay bar experience with Ben and Grace on the Local Rejects channel.
Knew what was happening. Now, how does that really relate to the point that I was making, that I did not know what was happening?
How does the fact that I knew what was happening relate to the fact that you didn't know what was happening?
Yes, because you said it to say as if like, oh, well, I was sober. I knew what was happening. Therefore, the person that was out of it knew what was happening just by implication. Or was there another point you were making?
You didn't know you were at a bunch of bars that were filled with gays?
No. The operative question here is, did you know before you even got there that somebody in passing said that you were going to some place with a distinctive quality to itself rather than general...
Hey, according to Aphrodite, there's no reason to lie. You knew, Lalo. You're a fucking liar. You're a fucking stupid goddamn liar, Lalo. You're a fucking liar. Filthy fucking liar. Okay? Look at that face. That's a face of a filthy fucking liar. He knew it was a gay bar. He thought he would have fun there, and he realized he was gay, and he couldn't resist the urge to suck a bunch of dicks. Lalo thought he was super straight. Turns out he's actually closeted gay. And Ben was right. Ben was 100% right. Lalo's closeted gay. And Lalo's the wrong type of gay. I already dropped the F word like twice already. I can't do it thrice. You do it 3 times, you get booted, okay?
Large
because Aphrodite seems nice. She's not going to lie. Though she's kind of weird in her own right. Okay?
Yes. Yeah.
Wait, hang on though. We specifically, okay, you can say you didn't know before we got there, but when we got to the street we were on, the sidewalk and stuff, it was.
I don't have. Wait.
Hold on.
Can I say one thing? I don't have.
Ben, stop interjecting on Grace. Grace was talking. Shut the fuck up. No, Ben has his issue about like being interrupted. He has no problem interrupting other people, especially Grace. Grace should tell Ben that. Ben, you have a problem when people interrupt you. You act like a baby when people interrupt you. But when you interrupt me, it's no big deal, right? It ain't no big deal. Fucking shit, dude.
Have a problem with going to a gay area for an hour. I don't think that makes me gay.
But
I got 16 likes. Let's get 20 likes here.
Go in where the
Either
guy's
20 likes or
wearing
someone
Speedo,
drops
like,
some
gyrating at
something nice.
Faces. Like that's
a
too
membership.
Wait, Lalo,
Something.
there was a
You
point
did.
where we
dove in.
zoomed in. We zoomed in on the guy who was dancing in like a thong on a table, right? The muscle guy who was oiled up, and me and Aphrodite were laughing. And then we said, okay, let's go to that one. And you ran across the street to get in line for that bar.
That's right, Lalo. You ran across the street to get in the gay bar. You're like, gay bar? I'm excited about this. Oh, boy. Right? Hey, Adam0960 is a base son of a bitch. This is a trailer park drama that has been elevated to entertainment thanks to the internet. Exactly. That's why I watched this shit. It's the same reason why I used to watch Jerry Springer as a kid. Because it's trailer park trash put on TV. Now it's on the internet. Jerry Springer didn't leave us, man. It's on the fucking internet. All these idiots could stream their shit, get in fucking hollering games, and we get a benefit. No one knows. Man. Anyway.
That's true. That's true.
So, did you not
Now,
know?
I distinctly recall a clip that's where I was like, there's a lot of gay people on the street. Okay, so I did not know.
That's right, greatest ally Israel. Dude, you keep on dropping base comments like that. I might pull up that documentary about USS Liberty now. That might be a great way to end this stream. Let's do some base. Let's remind ourselves about the false flag operation. I don't know. I'm getting fucking drunk as fucking Four Loko trash right here. I've never had a Four Loko in my life, man. It's fucking weird. It is fucking weird, man. I'm energetic, but I'm also fucking shit faced.
I don't even care. I'm just making a point to say that I did not.
Well,
know.
getting shit faced. I would be shit faced if we got 20 likes. If someone drop a super chat. That's what it is right there. That's what it is. That's what it is. Let's get me shit faced. Let's get that going.
It was LA. It was LA. I thought it was all like a Princess Street. We never know.
There was guys in like Speedos all over.
Greatest story. You should do a greatest story never told watch party. Hey, I covered USS Liberty before. That stream's still up, man. Hey, this channel's so under the radar. Even YouTube doesn't even know what's going on. I dropped the F-bomb like a couple times, dude. I'm good, dude. I could watch full-on fucking porn on this channel, I think, at this point, dude. No, I don't want to test my luck.
Over the place. It was as
No,
gay
but
as-
Not all over the, no, in the bar
I have a
itself
specific
probably, but
point. Will you admit that you knew it was a gay bar that we were entering and you ran across the street to join the line?
Yeah, you ran.
He ran across the street to join the line of the gay bar. Look at that Mexican dude. I see that Mexican dude on the screen. I'm thinking he's gay. I'm thinking gay. Right?
no, I don't remember that.
Oh, you don't remember that?
All of us were pointing
I
and
actually
looking at a gay guy in the thong, gyrating and
Shut up, Grace. Shut up, Grace. Let's listen to Aphrodite again. Aphrodite's not going to lie about this.
Demands answers. He kept on asking me over and over
Goodbye.
to let her to bars and take her out dancing and stuff. And we did do that, but Lalo was there and her dad was there.
Or this compilation or something, and then it's like for 1 second.
All right. Aphrodite is doing this little lunch break thing with this person named Ruby. He's an opiate addict. Okay, whatever. But Aphrodite has no reason to lie. Okay, she's doing this little string with Ruby. Okay.
Like, fuck, like, goddamn. Roasted.
I thought Grace was really sweet in person.
Where does she
was
say
fun.
it?
I kinda,
Where does she say it?
I was
So crazy because they like totally dragged you for getting like raped. They think it's a joke.
Okay,
So,
hold on.
why
She'll
did
say
you
it
wanna
soon.
meet up with them?
that was my introduction to them. I mean,
And
that was
you
the
wanted
big.
more. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, they don't really. I don't know if they still think that about my story, but
Well, they do. Yeah, they're evil. Yeah. You're just someone to make fun of for content for them, you know.
But yeah, I went and visited them in LA because I'm in LA.
How was it?
It was fun.
I mean, Chad, do you think she's a liar? You think she has a reason to lie?
Surprised because there's all these other
Seems like
channels
she's
that
busy.
repost Grace's content, and they like totally cut out the part I was there. Like, come on, guys.
Oh no.
But
dude, that's happened to me before where I'm like, yo, I'm definitely gonna be at the star of this compilation or something, and then it's like for 1 second, and I'm like, fuck, like goddamn. Roasted.
I thought Grace was really sweet in person. She was fun. I kind of wanted to take, and we did do that, but Lalo was there and her dad was there.
What was that like? There was like a
Okay,
big
here we go,
freak
here
out
we go.
about the gay club, and then they
Let
paraded
Lalo
Lalo
gay
for
club.
like many hours trying to force him to say he's gay on cam. Remember that?
Yeah. For the record, Lalo knew 100% we were going to gay bars before we.
For the record, Lalo knew 100% we're going to gay bars. Lalo knew 100% we're going to gay bars. I believe I will put 100%. I'll put $100 that Aphrodite is speaking the truth right here. Okay, I'll put everything I have that she's speaking the truth right here. That he knew. He knew. Okay, she has no reason to lie. And then Lalo wants to act like he didn't know. Lalo, you knew. But what you didn't know is that you're closeted gay. And then it awakens something in you. And you wanted to suck 100 dicks that night. But you weren't willing to suck Ben's dick. That was the problem.
Dad was laughing and Aphrodite was laughing, and then you ran across the street to get in line.
Lalo ran to the gay
As
bar.
compared to what? As compared to what?
No, and
Look at that. Look at that. What do you see? Ben is putting Lalo in the chokehold, like in a hug. And Lalo's clearly orgasming right there. He's jizzing his fucking pants, dude. There's a jizz factory in his fucking pants. You see that, right? It's all over it. Y'all see that? I see that. Look at his face. That's an O face right there. Y'all don't see that? I see that.
That's the thing. I even told you that there was a gay guy who put his hand on my belly because I had an open shirt and grazed my dick as he passed by. That didn't give you a clue that it was a gay area?
You told me that as that was happening? That doesn't make sense. I don't remember that.
Yeah, as we were walking. I just said that dude put his hand on my belly and grazed my dick. I thought it was interesting. I wasn't really offended because it's a gay area. I had an open shirt. I could see how he'd think, like, I'm kind of...
That's pretty strange.
By the way, I want to make an announcement. I have helped out with the situation with Local Rejects and the situation by not even really being involved. Local Rejects and Hurricane Paro, those guys figured out their beef. I offered to mediate their problem. They figured it out. Turns out they didn't need a mediator. So I didn't even do anything. So what I'm saying, I wasn't even involved. I was offering to be a mediator in that shit. All I was going to do was be like, okay, you talk. Now you talk. And what's the beef here? Okay. Are you guys good or not good? Alrighty, so we're not good. Just go from there. It would just be like doing what I do for work. Okay. Alrighty.
I don't know. I don't remember that.
Oh, so your take on the entire night is you don't remember any of it?
I mean,
so how about we take a shot for that? I've been wanting to take a shot. How about that? Take a shot for low-cut rejects figuring out their shit. Okay, that's what we'll do. Take a shot for that shit. We're watching their channel right now. This part is brought to you by Low-Cal Rejects. So shout out to them. Shout out to figuring out their shit. Now, what I'm realizing is maybe streaming on Fridays is not really worth. Well, I was gonna say not worth my time. I do like hanging out with you guys, but all right, here we go. A shot of Tito's. Not a heroes wear capes. That's right. Ben. Hold on. Ben said, "Graze my dick," like it sounded like Grace my dick. Oh, you know what? I missed that. Let me back that up.
My dick. I thought I at belly because I had an open shirt and grazed my dick as he passed by.
Oh yeah, I hear that.
What?
No, and
See,
I
I don't
even
even
told you
remember
that. I even told you that there was a gay guy who put his hand on my belly because I had an open shirt and grazed my dick as he passed by. That didn't.
It did sound like grace my dick. That is that a hint? Is that a hint towards Grace? Is he trying to say, Grace, my dick? It's right here waiting for you. There's a shot of Tito's for where do you take a shot for? Oh yeah, low-cal rejects. Low-cal rejects. May you have success. Now, there might be viewers who don't like that, like Mackenzie. I like Mackenzie. I like everybody. Okay, this place is dude, everyone's welcomed here. Everyone's welcomed here, okay? The Thorpes could be in here too, okay? I don't give a shit. Like, no one gets banned in my chat. No more bans. All right? No more bans. You can be as racist as you fucking want. You can be as, like, Jew-hating you fucking want. You can be as, like, loving you want to be. No more bans in the chat. All right? Everyone's welcomed here. That's what I want. That's what I want to make. Anyway, shot to that. Woo! All right, I'm making pancakes and eggs in the morning For the kids? No, for myself, but the kids can have some. That's the truth of it. Kids, I'm only up this morning because Dad needs some protein. Dad needs some eggs. Whew. You want some eggs and want some pancakes? That's the reason why I'm up. Okay. Anyway.
Can give you a clue that it was a gay area.
You told me that as it was happening? That doesn't make sense. I don't remember.
Oh, you know what, W. Pizzits? I used to ban people. I apologize for that. Let me atone for my sins. I already took a shot for that, though, okay? Let me atone for my sins. Back in the day, I was a pussy. I was a beta bitch. I was a snake. I was a lot of things. I was a lot of fucking things, okay? I made a lot of mistakes. All right? But you know what, man? You just have to keep going, man. People make mistakes. People fuck up. You know? People do fuck up at times. They make mistakes. They make bad calls. And we're dealing with the internet, you know? It's like, oopsie. My bad. I'm sorry, bro.
Remember that?
Yeah, as we were walking. I just said that dude put his hand on my belly and grazed my dick. I thought it was interesting. I wasn't really offended because it's a gay area. I had an open shirt. I could see how he'd think, like, I'm kind of...
That's pretty strange. I don't know.
Lalo, that's not strange. Ben's right. He has an open shirt. That's a signal to gays saying, hey, I'm gay. Ben was signaling to gays that he might be gay curious. Lalo, that's not strange. Am I wrong there? If you're at a gay area, a gay club, and you have an open shirt and you're a dude, is that not a signal? I hate to say this, but Ben is right yet again. And by the way, Ben is closeted gay.
Like, I'm kind of...
W pissed it. That actually hurt me
That's
more
pretty
than hurt
strange.
you.
I don't know. I don't remember that.
Okay. That you
Oh,
weren't
so
even
your
hurt by
take
the...
on the entire night is you don't
I'm just
remember any of it?
I mean, after the karaoke thing, no, and then maybe afterwards when we got back, probably. I guess I don't know.
It sounds like a lot like where you skipped the parts of Brokeback Mountain.
No, because my friend was like, "Oh, I got too high, so I left after we ate hot dogs." I'm like, "What hot dogs are you talking about?" So, no, I just didn't remember. But I'm not even
By hot dogs, he meant penis.
complaining. I'm just saying that's just how I
Remember being freaked out when you came back from the gay bar?
Yep, it's on M-Town.
But that had nothing to do with you.
Weak beta bitch. Look, he drinks that whiskey, drinks that water. You might as well just combine the two. A soda, actually. He drinks the whiskey, drinks the soda. Let's go back to that. It must be like, oh, he has a full glass of whiskey. He's drinking it straight up. Look at this. Look at this fucking
I'm not even complaining.
asshole.
I'm just saying that's just how I
Fucking
Remember being freaked
gay-ass
out when you came back
Mexican
from the gay
asshole.
bar?
Yep.
Drink that glass like a gamer
It's on
word.
M-Town.
But that had nothing
Take a little sip of a soda like a fairy boy.
to do with you going to the gay
You
bar.
got sugar in the gas tank, dude. Look at you. And Ben's laughing. And Ben has every reason to laugh because you have sugar in the gas tank. You're showing it. I don't even know if you noticed that.
You guys are more anal than I am. That's the problem.
No, dude, you are the most anal of this panel right here. Other than DD, Dalmatian dog.
Depending on what you mean by anal, it sounds like you're
More gay fixated, more open to gayness, also kind of homophobic, but in a way that is like kind of like.
Hold on. If it's anal with a chick, it's not gay. It's with a chick. Oh, what? Adams0960 says, seems like Ben is the kind of guy that blocks things out, like being inappropriate with his daughter. Well, I mean, it's mental gymnastics, Adams. I mean, yeah, mental gymnastics. And I don't know if you read the Bible, Adams, but the Bible has a lot of incest. I don't know if you noticed that. So maybe he thinks like it's like not a bad thing, you know? Let's go and move on. Let's go and move on from that.
Tangibly irrelevant. It's impressive.
Tangibly irrelevant. I don't think that
We only have 17 likes. What the fuck is wrong with you guys? Let's get to 20 likes. Let's get to 20 likes over here.
Sense.
So tangibly meaning that
Smash that like button. Smash that like button. Get me drunk. Get me drunker. Get me drunker.
So for example,
dude, I want to get blacked out fucking drunk tonight, and you guys aren't pressing that like button. Press that fucking like button. Let's get share this out with your fucking neighbor. Share it out with someone else. Drop some money. Get those likes up. Let's get me fucking drunk. Hey, Paranormal Drama Llama. How's it going?
For example, Ben, you could take a person that says the F slur in Halo in 2007. Are they really anti-gay, or are they just saying it to say it? You are homophobic.
No, actually, when I said the word F slur in Halo, I was being anti-gay. I was being strongly anti-gay. I take offense to that.
So for example, Ben, you could take a person that says the F slur in Halo in 2007. Are they really anti-gay, or are they just saying it?
Yes. In 2007, when I played Halo and I said the word F slur, I meant to say you are gay, and fuck you for being. I'm just joking. What the fuck? I'm sorry. Oh, no, dude, but that's crazy. Halo 2007. I was saying all sorts of words, dude. F slur, N word, all sorts of shit, dude. Xbox Live was crazy. You're like, get that fucking flag, you fucking maggot. You fucking piece of shit. You know what I'm talking about. You ever play those games, right? You ever play those games? You know what games I'm talking about? Like Halo and shit. It could be anything. If your teammates fuck up, you fucking drill them for that shit, right? Like, you fucking maggot piece of shit. You dropped the fucking flag? What's wrong with you? You know? You get heated in that shit. It gets fucking real. And you get fucking loud to the point where your neighbors hear you. And they wonder what the fuck is going on in your house. They think you're fucking having like hardcore gay sex. Like, fuck you, faggot. You know? This is crazy shit, dude. But back in those days, racial slurs was just a common occurrence. You know, and no one cried. No one cried about being offended. Back in the day when you could say the word, I can't even say it here. You guys could make an in tower if you want to in celebration of that word. Do it. Free speech, chat. I'm not gonna sweep you. Do whatever you want. Do an in tower. I don't give a shit. Your host is being a pussy. He won't say it. You know why he won't say it? YouTube hasn't restricted, dude. Thanks, Obama. Yeah, you would think Obama being elected would make us have. We should all have the in card. A fucking black man was president of the United States. He had the worst job ever. Okay? And we don't all get the inward pass? Fuck you, Obama. That's why we elected you. That's why we did. We thought that was part of the deal, man. Am I wrong there? But like, shit, man. Now we're not racist anymore. We got one of them spooks up there in the White House. We're not racist anymore. Shit. Fuck, man. We got them leading the country. We're good. Now we can say the N-word. You know? Anyway.
In the way that you express certain things. So for example, Ben, you could take a person that says the F slur in Halo in 2007. Are they really anti-gay, or are they just saying?
Chat, where are you at, man?
You are homophobic, but like in all sense of the term, you get groped by some like gay dude on the street. And you're like, oh, it's okay. I mean, it's normal. So
yeah, that's not homophobic.
He's using
what I
big
just said.
words. He's getting pressed.
PDL, what are they talking about? They're talking about Lalo is saying how he didn't know that he was actually going to a gay bar. When he actually knew he was going to a gay bar, because Aphrodite, a woman who's not going to lie, said he was going to a gay bar. That he knew. 100% knew.
for like many hours trying to force him to say he's gay on cam. Remember that?
Yeah. For the record, Lalo knew 100% we were going to gay bars before we went.
100% knew he was going to gay bars before he went, and Lalo is still on this. He's still on this because he won't admit that Ben was right, that he has some closeted gayness in him. Okay, something awoken in him.
I'm homophobic in the sense, like, if someone makes a gay pass at me, like, I'm like, no. But if I'm in a gay area and someone's acting gay, it seems like, yeah, of course.
Well, from these screenshots, it looks like it was a very fun time. I mean, so how many days?
Gay in the archaic sense.
Dalmatian Dog, can you show more of the screenshots as the host? If you're hosting this, like, now's the time to really show a bukkake of the screenshots. Why am I having to go back to the screenshot? Please don't tell me I have to go back. Don't let me, as a host of my stream, have to do work that you should have done.
That's happy.
Now would be the time to show screenshot after screenshot after screenshot. Am I wrong, chat? Dalmatian Dog needs to learn how to host a stream from me. Honestly. Because I would do that. I take the time to do that. I've been getting better. I learned from my mistakes. Got to show, not tell. I understand sometimes you can't, but he has the screenshots there. Let's go back. Let's go back to the screenshots. Am I going to remember my timestamp? No, I'm not. Screenshot. Ben hugging Lalo. Look at this. Great time. Fantastic time. What was Ben doing? He was choking Lalo out. Lalo was orgasming, jizzing his pants, cum waterfalls. Very gross. I hope if you're listening to this, it's in your earbuds and not to where your wife or girlfriend can hear it. Okay? No one needs to be hearing about jizz waterfalls. But that's what's happening here. Lalo loves this. And you know what? Ben's loving it. I know, BDL. D-Dog's not a streamer. And I'm a dude, I'm kind of wasted right now. I'm kind of fucked up, honestly. My screen is blurry to me right now.
Told me that words when we got back. My friend was like, "Oh, I got too high, so I left after we no." And then maybe afterwards when we got back, probably, I guess, I don't know.
It sounds like a lot like where you skipped the parts of Brokeback Mountain.
No, because my friend.
Hey, Mackenzie, how's it going? How's it going? Missed you. I was waiting to see your name. That's right. Because I did this stream thinking, you know what, Mackenzie's going to be here. For sure she is.
Was like, "Oh, I got too high, so I left after we ate hot dogs." I'm like, "What hot dogs are you talking about?"
Oh, let's go.
Depending on what you mean by anal.
But in a way that it
makes any sense.
So tangibly meaning that you can palpably understand something, whereas irrelevant means...
Now we had to fast forward a little bit to catch up to where we last left off, okay? So bad streamer on my part, okay, but I had to get that screenshot so you guys can understand what D-Dog was referencing there, okay? All right? I work with what I have. Not perfect, but learning.
Is that it's still banal in the way that you express certain things. So for example, Ben, you could take a person that says the
I'm
F
good
word in Halo in 2007.
I'm good, Mackenzie. I'm good. I'm great. In fact, I'm not even drunk at all. I'm tipsy.
Are they really?
But that could change.
Or are they just saying it to say it? You are
and
homophobic, but like in all sense of the term,
pin
you get
tab
by some,
gives
like,
you
dude
the
on the street, and you're like,
the rules of the game. Oh, 20.
So
we're at 20 likes. 20 likes is another shot. I take shots for either likes or any memberships, super chats, donos, whatever. And it's been dry. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, that's not homophobic.
He's using
what I
the
just said.
word. He's getting pressed.
I'm homophobic in the sense like
I'm
if
trying to
someone
get a
makes
payday before
gay
payday. That's what I'm trying to do.
pass at me, like I'm like, no. But if I'm in a gay area and someone's acting gay, it seems like, yeah, of course.
Well, from these screenshots, it looks like it was a very fun time. I mean, so how many days?
It was gay in the
There we go. Now we're caught up from these screenshots, and that would have been a time where Dalmatian Dog would show the screenshots, right? That's factually accurate. This is a shot for, let's say, Mackenzie, helping us get to 20 likes there. That's right. A shot to the chat. While you guys might disagree and not like each other, I like all you guys. And I say this is a chat of peace. You come to this chat because I allow you to speak and say whatever you want, man. All right? If you don't like one another, that's your business. Not my business. I don't give a shit about that. That's my motto going forward. I've been pretty clear on that. I don't have time to be your babysitter. But I do have time to listen to you and chill with you. Okay? I won't be your babysitter. I can't help you with that. But I can hear you. Here's a shot to you, and hopefully you have a good weekend. All right, let's go.
Makes sense. Happy.
Would you agree with that, Layla?
That wasn't from the same occasion, though.
It was traumatic for Lalo.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was. And I think you had a homoerotic experience of getting punched in the face.
It was traumatic for you. You got felted. You got felted that night. You got destroyed that night. It was embarrassing for you, Ben.
And
it was really rough.
What he wanted for. What he wanted.
I had fun overall. I had fun overall.
Really gotten punched by a man because it seemed like something you wanted to do that night.
What?
I know Adam would have never punched Ben. Adam would not.
Lalo wanted to be punched by a man. He did. He did. He did. He wanted that. He wanted. Oh, it's already midnight. Oh shit, dude. Fuck. Well, my wife is sending me pics of her in lingerie. And all right. Okay. But we're hanging here.
Punch Ben. He goes for the weaker sort of. No offense.
Yeah.
What? Ben's weaker than me by far. What are you talking about?
Are you serious, dude?
Yes, serious.
I may be weaker in a certain way, but you're more punchable, obviously. And you love it.
I will say Lalo does have a punchable face. He does.
Douchebag, I get it. No, but you're weaker than I am, and that's fine.
Bottom.
You're old. It's okay. You have an excuse. You have an excuse.
Like it.
You're like a crippled person. You have an excuse. Yeah, no, you're old. I get it. Now, the point being, though, is that punchable as I may be, which is so true. I agree with it. I want to hit myself. I love myself. I will say that you were more jilted at this whole gay thing at the street in LA than I was completely. And that's exposited by the fact that you walked out in your own hotel room and it was a little bit exposed as in like you're saying something.
Exposited is not a. It's not a.
There we go. There we go, Dalmatian Dog.
Essential points. You attack the periphery. You're like a Bill Blair.
What? You use the word pedantic, but you also don't know what means to call me out.
No, because when I say pedantic, I'm saying you're annoying because you're like litigating every little like discrepancy in somebody's diction.
Also
and I'm saying, then what? Then what?
Is this some kind of intellectual battle or something at this point? Like, okay.
Yes, Dalmatian Dog. Whenever anyone's talking to Ben, it's gonna sound intellectual, even though it's not. Like they're using words that sound. Okay, hold on. Dalmatian Dog. Really, what this is about. No, you're gay. No, I'm gay. No, you're gay. No, you're gay. That's what it's about. Okay.
Calm down with the difficult words, Lala.
Guys, wait, no, serious question.
He thinks it makes him whiter.
Adam's dad says I have to.
Your
confirm
college
whether me and Adam
words
are
are
moving
hurting
into
my
an apartment he's
brain.
paying for by tomorrow.
Nobody cares.
Would you, Layla? Would you get?
Dad is moving in.
No,
would you
no,
get-
no. Adam's
No,
dad
Grace,
says
Grace.
I have to confirm with Adam if we're moving into an apartment together that Adam's dad will pay for it by tomorrow night.
Really?
Yeah, he set a deadline.
Wow.
Yeah. So
wait, what? Back that up.
No,
Would you
no,
get-
no. Adam's
No, Grace,
dad
Grace,
says
Grace.
I have to confirm with Adam if we're moving into an apartment together that Adam's dad will pay for it by tomorrow night.
What? That is cool. That's cool development from Lalo's dad. Wait. Adam's dad.
Really?
I'm drunk.
Adam.
Sorry.
Would you, Layla? Would you get?
Dad is moving in.
No,
Would you
no,
get-
no. Adam's
No, Grace,
dad
Grace,
says I have
Adam's dad.
to confirm with Adam if we're moving into an apartment together that Adam's dad will pay for it by tomorrow night.
Really?
Holy shit! Adam's dad is fucking retarded. Adam's dad is willing to do that? Oh man. Man, that is the purse that keeps on giving. I need to be cool with Lalo's dad. Holy shit. I need to be cool with Lalo's dad. Be like, Lalo's dad, hey, what do I need to say to get him to send me money?
Yeah, he set a deadline.
Wow.
Yeah. So he wants an answer.
Mama Deadman W. Hey, thank you. I'll take a W. I'll take a W any way I can get it, man. All right. Not paying for shit. Well, yeah. Don't pay for shit. Pay for quality. Pay for quality.
Well, I mean, I have to get Adam to agree.
Contract signing.
Layla, would that upset you? Would that upset you?
That Adam moves in. What?
If Grace moved in with Adam and Adam's dad paid for it, would you get angry with that?
No.
You would be okay with it.
Why do I care?
Do you give your blessing for Grace to go and be with Adam in a sense?
It'd be an omen at that point. What do you mean blessing? Nobody gives a shit. The Adam thing is played out.
So you're saying?
Oh, but the way he looks when he says that. Lalo has a lot of history with Grace. I think the only reason why Lalo went through all those humiliation rituals with Grace is because he loves Grace. Look, watch the way he says that. He's like an ex-boyfriend, dude.
For it, would you get angry with that?
No.
You would be okay with it.
Why do I care?
Do you give your blessing for Grace to go and be with Adam in a sense?
It'd be an omen at that point. What do you mean blessing? Nobody gives a shit. The Adam thing is played out.
So you're saying you just don't care either way?
What is the Adam mark? Like if somebody were to put it in a paragraph, what would the next Adam mark be? Guy stopped drinking for 4 days? Oh my god, impressive.
Hey, Get Crack for Me is laughing because he knows, he sees this. Oh, by the way, Get Crack for Me is like the producer of all this shit, dude. He's like the Asian man with the big pockets who's giving money here and there to fund all this fucking shit, dude. He's the producer behind the scenes. He tells me what to say. He's my producer, dude. Okay? He writes, well, he doesn't write the scripts. He won't do that.
God, like, I don't, who
Would
gives a fuck?
you say Adam is a
She
tough
might as well say
guy?
she's gonna hang out with OPC, man. It's the same difference.
I don't think they have the similar relationship. OPC is not a. He's not.
Wait, no, I have a better
So
question.
I will say Mackenzie is a much more generous person here in the chat. She's you know what? Honestly, guys, you gotta think her. You gotta think Mackenzie. Mackenzie is like very generous, very nice. She gave a lot of you guys memberships, which I guess I should make membership only videos for you guys, so only you guys can see them. And maybe you could take that, appreciate that. All right. So that's one thing to consider there. Mackenzie does do that. So I think Get Cracked for Me as a contender for someone with the bigger pockets. I should say. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm a little tipsy there for sure, but Get Cracked for Me is good, and so is Mackenzie.
Do you feel like it's a betrayal for me to move in with the guy who punched you in the face?
No.
No? Okay.
Do you feel like you should have gotten even like $2 from Adam because you didn't get shit, right? You didn't get shit, not even like a little card saying like, "Sorry, bro, that you came to my house and got punched in the face, bleeding on my driveway." You didn't even get so much as like a phone call saying like, "Sorry about that," right?
Why would you expect something from these low drugs of society? Actually,
Low dregs of society. Lalo, Adam lives in a mansion. Lalo lives in a fucking mansion in fucking Hollywood Hills, Lalo. You live in a fucking middle-class piece of shit fucking house, dude. All right? You live in fucking squalor compared to Adam. You need to grovel at Adam's feet, you fucking peasant. I spit on you. I spit on you, fucking peasant. Worship that man. Worship his father. Worship everything he has. Because you have nothing, you fucking piece of shit. No, I'm joking. But no, Lalo was punched in the face by this guy named Adam. He goes by War Chief. And War Chief says he lives in a mansion. It's a house in Hollywood. I don't think it's in Hollywood. It's California somewhere. I don't know. Chat will correct me. Chat, PDL is the fact checker on that. PDL, where exactly is that at? It's not a mansion. It is a big home from my standards, but I live in a ghetto in a city I won't name in Texas. Okay? A little town. Safest town in the world, probably. Big, beautiful town. I'll say that. But, yeah, he was punched in the face by that guy. Punched in the face by a guy who was raised off a silver spoon. Has everything that daddy has given him.
What do you mean? What would I have done possibly? I mean, you can do your little pot shots, Ben. Look, the reason why he didn't punch you is because it was a little bit like you're too old to be in the game to be punched in the first place.
No, the reason why he didn't punch him is because he wasn't right there. You were right there. And Lalo's dad, okay, Adam was either going to punch Patience, who's this like Muslim dude who's like a fucking stoner, which I'm working on a song about, okay? Going all like Jimmy Buffett route with that song. Don't worry, you'll get that song when it's ready. And I remember that interaction because Adam's dad was like, "Don't punch him," pointing at Patience. Punch him, pointing at Lalo. So even Adam's dad knew that you were a gay man who loved physical contact with a man. So he wanted you to experience that. It wasn't an act of violence. It was an act of love, actually, if you think about it. It was love. And I think that's Adam's love language, is a punch to the face. If I'm wrong there, then you guys are wrong. I'm right.
I feel like you're trying to drag on me for no good reason. I feel as if
What
well,
game-
good reason because
game
I'm
of-
me, but the problem is
A song. I'm serious. I've been listening to more Jimmy Buffett to kind of get the tone of it right. But I think I'm putting too much effort, which really I should not do. It should be like I wake up first thing in the morning, the muse hits, and I just play the keyboard lazily like I did before and just sing. That's music. And Patience could suck my dick. That's what music is. Yeah. Clip that out. Get correct for me. He's probably not watching.
is that you're not making a cogent point there. That's the problem.
The game of getting punched in the face at a party.
Wait,
Well, the
hold on,
game
where's
is
that
no, the game
screenshot from?
was a sucker
Holy
punch. It was a
shit.
sucker punch.
Did that really happen? Did someone Photoshop that shit?
No, it really happened.
What?
What the fuck? Wait, what? This happened? What is this? I didn't even see this. What is this? What is Adam doing here? I see Grace in a wedding dress. Why do I see Grace in a fucking wedding dress? What the fuck is this shit? So much stuff happens, and it's just like, how do you keep up with it all? What the fuck is this? This would have been content. I would have made this a fucking video on my channel. Did Grace get married? It'd be like a 10-minute video. Turns out, no, it didn't. This is a stupid fucking drunk ass Loser. You're proposing at a fucking thrift store. At a fucking Goodwill, dude. By the way, I don't have anything wrong. There's nothing bad about shopping at Goodwill. That's how you get good. You get good deals there. All right. I might be a little wasted, but if you're gonna shop for clothes, you might as well just go for a good, Goodwill, thrift store, or whatever. Okay. But getting the size right is the problem. I bought a lot of cool shirts that don't all fit me. Fuck.
What?
I'm kind of like a tall.
It was.
I'm kind of like a tall, big guy, so it's kind of hard to fit me. You know.
We were trying to give Adam a new fit, and then I saw this dress. And
Oh.
Try it on, and then I said, "You have to propose to me now," and he was like, "Okay,
That
return."
is gorgeous, Grace. I never knew about that.
Isn't it cute? Yeah.
Did you buy it?
No, it didn't quite fit. It was a little big.
Wait, back that up. The dress didn't quite fit her. It was a little big. Probably not now. Grace is packed on pounds.
Close to me now, and he was like, "Okay,
That
return."
is gorgeous, Grace. I never knew about that.
Isn't it cute? Yeah.
Did you buy it?
No, it didn't quite fit. It was a little big.
A little big, Grace. You should have bought that dress. Because now you could fit in it. Because Grace, you packed on the pounds, dude. And Grace is not getting thinner. As she gets older, I'm not even being mean. I'm not even being harsh. Am I? I'm not. I'm just being real. As she gets older, she's going to get fatter. When she hits 30, she's going to get the 30 bloat. Women get the 30 bloat. Women in the chat, like Mackenzie, you're included. You're a woman. Am I wrong there? Am I right? And keep in mind, I like women with the big... Look, I'm not fat shaming. I like my... Look, I want to reveal it. Mr. Deadman does like chubby women. He does like that, okay? All right, I'm going to say that I'm going to take that. But it's factual. It's accurate. Hey, they blow out. She should have bought that. And then she could have her marriage with her dad. I'm joking. I don't know if she can really get married to her dad. Maybe in Rhode Island. I don't know about that.
Yeah, Chuckles. I think they were at Ross or something like that.
No, it was a Salvation. It was a Goodwill.
Oh, Goodwill. That's good. That's even better.
Yeah, I know a Goodwill when I see it. Okay? I go to Goodwill. I do. Hey, I eat ramen noodles. I buy my clothes from Goodwill. Dude, like, I'm not living high life here, okay? All right? Okay.
So, Lala, would you like a rematch?
Turn the camera on. Turn the camera
on. With gloves, like
what?
Would you want to get? Would you go on to get in the ring for a rematch?
No.
Why not?
I didn't lose any honor. The guy's subhuman. Who cares?
All right, we got 24 likes, 30 viewers. You guys boost those likes to 30. That's another shot. Our sort of contribution.
Didn't you say you were going to fight him when you went out there? Wasn't that the plan?
That was all bullshit from me and Grace.
Didn't he specifically give the money for that reason?
Well, no, you
no,
were
that's a separate
gonna do like with gloves on. You were gonna do a fight, right?
Yeah, you were gonna spar, right?
Well, yeah, but that's different from what he did. And so for Ben to hold that against me is to be...
No, I agree. No, we've.
But so you should still be willing to
Wait,
spar.
no, wait, why do you agree? No, wait, hold on. How do you agree, but then also laugh at what your father said? What is the...
Lalo, you should have taken on the challenge right there with Lalo. No. Lalo, when you were punched in the face by Adam, you should have taken that as initiation to spar. You should have sparred with him right there. That's what he should have done.
Discrepancy there.
What did I laugh at? What did he say?
Well, I mean,
you got punched, and like actually you didn't do something. You didn't fight the guy on his own dad's property. You're such a punk for not doing that. But then also after that happened, you should have sued him after that. How does that make sense? How does that line up then?
I didn't say any of those things. I'm saying
you did. You literally said every single thing I just said in different instances because you're illogical.
would you want to get in the ring with him to like actually duke it out fairly?
Fairly, yeah. That was a sucker punch.
I'm just wondering if you would.
Yeah, why not?
So you would still spar with him? Because I mean,
I
we
would.
were originally saying just sparring with gloves on. And
Yeah,
stuff.
like in a gym or whatever.
Okay, well, Ben, what would you do if you were in my position now that you try to do that whole thing?
If I was in your position, I would say, yeah, I do have some homosexual stuff that I haven't really dealt with.
Well, yeah, you got groped and you were okay with it.
Of course, Ben would say that because Ben does have homosexual stuff he hasn't dealt with.
That you have that problem now. Don't project that to me though, because that is not the same case. Now talk about yourself in my position.
I am. I'm saying if
Go
I
ahead.
was you, I would definitely say, like, I have homosexual stuff that I should process. Maybe I'm gay, maybe I'm not. But like, just pretending like I didn't remember the entire night when I was at a bunch
I was
of
talking about
gay bars.
the whole immigrant's house thing, not what happened 2 days after the fact. Now bring it
Oh,
back.
you mean as far as sparring goes?
No, that was not the question. I said if you were sucker punch, what would you do different?
At the time?
Yes.
Well, you should have punched it back.
Yeah, exactly. You should have punched it back, Lalo. Why didn't you punch it back? Make a sparring match right there. You had the potential to do that, but you didn't. You took the punch, and then you bled, and you acted like a bitch. You fled the scene, and you're like, oh, I got punched in the face, and then you're like, oh, I need to go to the hospital. Oh, I need to go to the ER for a fucking punch to the fucking face. I've been punched in the face by many people. I got a very punchable face. Look at this face. I've been punched in the face. Punch back. Fight back. You don't always win. You fucking lose. Everyone loses in the fucking fight. You get blows, dude. It sucks. And you realize it's fucking stupid. Dumb. But you did it. That's as persuasive as I could be in that situation, dude. But that's the truth of it, dude.
What would have happened?
No, I don't know. I mean, I would have punched him back.
Am I Irish? No, I don't think so.
Well, I don't know.
I think it's Irish. No, I think it's British. I think there's some Irish in there. A lot of German. There's a lot of German there. Hey, you know it when you see it.
So when he pressed you, was it not
that.
true that you walked away to the bathroom?
You had a right.
When I hear German music, I feel it. Is what I'll say. Okay.
Also, when he pressed you, was it not true that you walked away to the bathroom?
Very Irish.
You had a right to punch him back. No one would have.
No, that does not answer the thing I just said, though. When he pressed you, you went to the bathroom. Yes?
Yeah, but he didn't touch me.
When he pressed you, I said, not when he touched you.
Well, he touched me. Yeah.
Yeah. Ben was touched by a gay man. He went to the bathroom because he thought the gay man was going to follow him so he could service him, Lalo. That's why he did that. Because he's a real gay. Unlike you. You're a fake gay. Who's closeted gay. Who's actually a real gay, but won't admit that he's a real gay. Which makes him a fake gay. Whoa, dude, that was fucking... That was like Tropic Thunder levels of fucking like... fucking layers there. What the fuck? He's a fake gay. He doesn't understand that he's a real gay, but he is a real gay. Okay, shut. All right.
What about...
That's autistic. It's wibbling. I said when he pressed you, like when he assaulted your masculinity, you...
So these are the hours I should be streaming. The late night fucking hours right here. Okay, that's what I'm feeling right now. I rarely stream this long. My kids are probably gone to bed. Probably asked me to sing a lullaby. Oh, wait, they're not that young again. Those days are gone. Now they just went to bed.
went to the bathroom to defuse it. Is that not true?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, so now when he tried to press me and then slap Patience, should I have just said, "Oh, I have to piss. I have to go for 5 minutes"?
No, he didn't try.
That would have been the better response.
Punched you in the face.
No, he did, because he slapped the guy, and then the father did whatever the fuck he did, Now, had I had what do you call it? When you know what's going to happen in the future, in hindsight, would have pulled a Ben and just said, "Oh, precognition." Would have just said, "Okay, well, I'm going to pull a Ben Thorpe and
You
just go
had
to the
every right
bathroom."
to. You had every right to come back, but you were the one.
You
who
said
was,
that 3 minutes ago.
You were the one who was saying like, "Let's fight." I wasn't telling Adam.
That's not at all what I said.
And talking shit with him like you were.
Okay, so for you to not defend yourself and for you to go to the bathroom, what needs to be the case is that you need to not explicitly call that guy out for a fight.
I defended myself verbally.
How's that? Oh, I have to go to the
Because
bathroom.
I said
Guys.
I'm not
Is that
doing
verbally
this
defending yourself?
I'm not doing this shit. Yeah. I de-escalated the situation. I don't.
That's what I just said. Yeah.
I'm not sure what the question is.
But
Okay, so
when
you're
you were
saying
in that
that I should've-
situation, you said, "I'll fight him." Yeah, I'll fight him.
If Adam had like taken a swing at me, what would I have done?
Yeah.
In theory, like of course, like it's easy to say what you were doing.
See, Ben is like stumbling over what he would do, which is an indication. It reveals that he would do the same thing that Lalo did. Which I would tell you, he would do the same thing Lalo would have done. Dead man is insecure with alcoholism. I'm not insecure with it. I'm fucking getting fucking drunk right now. What do you mean I'm insecure?
You're saying in theory, I would have hit him back.
Right.
No one cares. Just provide content and everyone's happy. Exactly, Lala. That's what I'm saying. Provide content and everyone's happy.
All right. That's what I was asking. That's good.
Okay, well, the conversation has kind of been looping here for a second. So Ben says they hit him back, and then Lalo says, "What would that achieve?" Basically, is what you're saying, right? I mean, it's
Look,
kind of
no. Hold on. Okay, to be serious though, like had I hit him back, his dad would have jumped me, and then at that point they would have called the cops.
No, his dad wouldn't have jumped you. What? Wait.
Okay, to be serious though, like had I hit him back, his dad would have jumped me.
Do you really think that, Lalo? You really think Adam's dad was going to jump you if you hit him back? If that is you in the chat, he wouldn't have jumped you. Would he have gotten up to like intervene? Yes. But he wouldn't have jumped you. Lalo's dad wouldn't swing a punch. Okay? Lalo's dad definitely would have reacted. And it probably would have spiraled a little bit. But Lalo's dad is an asshole. Okay? Lalo's dad is an enabling piece of shit. In fact, if anything, Lalo's dad told Adam to punch you, Lalo. I watched that many, many times. He said, "Don't fight him," pointing at Patience. "Fight him," pointing at Adam. "Don't fight him. Fight him," and pointing at you again. He said that many, many times during that interaction. And then Adam punched you. And Adam's dad is the sort of person that if you were to hit his son, he would respond. He would try to break it up and take offense to it. He would probably kick you out of the home. He wouldn't press charges. He doesn't know anything about you. He doesn't really know who you are. Right? It'd be a stupid interaction. It probably would have ended the same way. I mean, am I wrong there? Lala, do you really think Adam's dad would have punched you? He would have just intervened. That's all he would have done. But I know the swing back is like, do you really want to do that? The fight or flight response in that moment. We can all say what we would do in that moment. But when you're in that moment, that's when the truth is revealed. Because in that moment, it is all emotion. It is all just go or don't go. That's all that is. Either do or you don't. So I don't shame you or blame you for not swinging at him. Would it be better content if you did? Sure, yeah. Would it be better if they set up as a sparring match right there in the freaking in that little plot? I don't even know that little location. Sure, yeah, that would have been cool. But you can't change any of that. It happened the way that that it did.
And then at that point, they would have called the cops on me. The mom would have came out or some shit. They would have called the cops.
Oh,
Then Grace would have, yes, and then Grace would have filmed the whole thing. And then the cops would have been like, oh, what's happening? And then there'd be like this whole doxing thing. And then, no, I was not going to get in trouble for that
So,
shit.
so
No,
you're
of course not.
saying some of the reason why you didn't fight back is because I didn't actually even know it happened at his place. Did it happen at his place? That
Yes,
was where.
yes.
Okay, I had no idea.
Yeah, it was complicated in that sense because we barely knew the guy. It's his house. But I don't think anyone, in theory, if you had punched him back, I don't think anyone, including the dad, everyone would have respected that you did that.
The police
Okay, so-
did not
no,
prosecute.
no.
I don't think they would have respected. The dad would not have respected what Lalo did. If Lalo has swung back at Adam, Adam's dad would not have respected that. Not at all. He'd find that to be disrespect. He'd kick Lalo out and everyone else out. But that at that point, it doesn't really matter. You know what? I already said that. I already said all this stuff. Let's move on.
No. Okay, no. That's what. Okay, yeah. You know exactly how that
You
works.
went crazy on him and took like a weapon, yes. But if you
That
had,
is
if you
not
had-
what I'm saying.
If you had
No, of
pushed, when
course
he
not.
pushed you, if you had pushed him back,
You don't
when
understand how the law works.
hit him back, everyone would have
No.
respected you, including his dad.
No.
His dad wouldn't have started karate chopping you. No.
Mackenzie says Lalo's actually doing something with his life. Lalo is more productive in one day than War Chief. Yeah. That is true. You know, that's one thing about this is Lalo is kind of removed from all this. He was kind of like part of the Thorpes because it was like, I guess, convenient or something. See, that part is like, I don't understand why he was like so willing to partake in these humiliation rituals and all that stuff. Okay, but like he's not a streamer. He doesn't do that stuff. You know, it's kind of removed by that. And he's not an alcoholic like Adam. So there's a win right there.
No, his dad totally would have hit me had I knocked him out, and then they would have complicated
No,
things. He's the
no.
owner of the house. Yes, he would have. He told him to fight me in the first place, and the guy slugs it around in the street with his fucking drunk, what do you call it, son anyway. So
No, it wouldn't have
Yeah,
turned
easy for
into
you
a
to say
bar
that.
brawl.
I had to make that decision within like 3 seconds.
Oh yeah,
to
I
say the
totally
most.
sympathize. I totally sympathize with that. I have no problem with how you handled it. I don't think it was a big deal. I don't think you acted like a total pussy or anything like that.
Okay,
I'm
so
not in that. I'm not in that camp. But I do kind of, I would say like theoretically, if you had pushed back a little bit, I don't think I think people would have respected that. But in the moment, I get it.
Oh, that's a good point, Hans Guru. Lalo's the worst debater. I can't even watch this. Bring up Ben getting punched by Jacinda. Yeah. His neighbor. So Ben's been punched by his neighbor. And I don't think Ben punched back, did he? I don't think he did. I don't think he did. No. Yeah. I think that's how that went down. She punched him. He did not punch back. He ran away. But had he had punched her, though, for him, that would have ended horribly. And I suppose you could say the same for Lalo in that situation. So, and the thing is, too, like, hindsight, you know? Knowing what I know now of Lalo's dad, I would say he wouldn't call the cops and press charges. He would just want you to go away. But at that time, in that moment, what Lalo knew about Adam's dad, he probably did not think that. Right? It's things to consider. Things like that. That will stop you from taking that action. Lalo says he played everything perfectly. I say with what you knew then, that makes sense for you. Yeah, you could have punched back. We don't really know what could have happened. It could have been the worst outcome. It could have been about the same. I think it would have been about the same outcome-wise. You know, leaving the house, kicked out, stuff like that. But in that moment, you don't know. That's me being fair and being just being fair about it. Not taking sides, none of that stuff. That's it. I mean, what do you guys think about that?
Okay, it's a wash.
It's a tough situation. You shouldn't have been put in that situation. It was stupid for him to do it, and it was bad manners, like ultimate bad manners on Adam's part. But if
And Adam's
theoretically
dad,
you had punched him back, I think everyone would
like
respect.
Adam's dad clearly told him to do it. Like that was fucked up too. But I've already said a lot about Adam's dad. I don't like him at all. He's not worse than Ben, but he's not that good either. Yeah. So he has a job and he has a house that's pretty nice. And he's able to provide for his kids. But he's pretty much poisoning Adam. He's providing the Adam with the poison, alcohol. I could get drunk and wasted on fucking Friday. Because it's a fucking Friday. And I did not get screwed over by my job. That's why I'm celebrating.
Expected that.
Yeah.
So do
I had
you
to
want
make an
to
executive
match where
decision.
you can punch him back?
No,
That's why
Lalo
I'm
did
saying,
not file
like, if you
police
had an
report.
actual, I don't know if you don't seem interested in fighting, but then again, neither does Adam. He's not really.
Well, no, it's just that I
Adam
didn't take it
is
personal.
interested
I
in
think Adam,
fighting.
like I'm who I am, and so I understand why you'd want to hit me, given what I have going on. And I think that he's a loser, so I don't hate him personally. He's a
Oh,
subhuman.
so you think he hit you because he was envious of your? What would he be envious of? He's rich. You're like middle class, right?
Their mansion is smaller than my house. Number one. Number two.
That's the truth, right? Their mansion is smaller than your house. Adam keeps on saying he has his mansion. How many? Lalo would know. Wait a second. Lalo, we have never interacted before, ever. Ever. Lalo, I'll drop this Discord link in the chat. You could join if you want. It's up to you. I just want to ask you questions about this stuff. Really. That's about it. That's for Lalo. Hopefully my audio in Discord is not crackling. If it is that. Sometimes Discord and voice meter, what I use for the sound and all that, sometimes they don't agree. But I like that.
Yeah, he was envious. Why
But you
else
don't
would he
live
want
in
to hit me?
Hollywood, dude. You
Wait. I want
Why would I
to
wanna
know.
live
I
there?
want to know
Butt fuck
genuinely. What do you
nowhere.
think he's envious of?
I would say that, well, it's not really a particular thing. It's just that it's hard to explain, but inevitably, why else would he want to fight me if not for something that I had going on, as to then why
Because
he would
no, I
have the
remember
adverse for me?
exactly why he wanted to fight you. Because you called in like a few weeks before before you went to LA, and you were shit talking him,
Yeah,
and then
you
he
shit
was
talked
like, okay, let's meet in real life and fight then, and you were like, okay, let's do it. That was the
Yeah,
original
but
start of the whole.
but like if somebody said that to me, I wouldn't want to fight him in the first place. I wouldn't sucker punch him either, unless he had something else going on. So no.
But you think you could shit talk and you're not going to get punched in the face.
Yes.
And I actually don't think that's how it goes.
Well, it's true because you never talked ill of Adam prior to meeting him in person when he came to LA. So if he were to hit you, it would mean what?
I don't really have a big problem with Adam. I'm not sure what you're saying. I didn't shit talk Adam.
Other than Adam wants to score with Grace.
I mean, somewhat I laughed at some of his antics, but
Okay, so you're saying I was meaner to Adam in like the whatever 10 minutes I talked to him
yeah,
at one time.
you are a guy who talks shit but can't back it up, and someday you're going to get your fucking ass kicked.
Now,
no one is
did you back it up when he pressed you and didn't touch you?
But he was
specifically
wrong to do
violently,
it the
and
way
then
he
you
did
went
it.
to the bathroom. Is
But
that
he
not
was
true?
wrong to do it the way he did it. But if you had put gloves on and he had clocked you, I wouldn't have any problem with him doing that.
That's not what the point was. So.
Oh.
So.
And maybe he was he might have been jealous of his high IQ and his great vocabulary.
True.
Maybe he was
That's actually true.
That's true. That's true. But like, my kids have a better vocabulary than Adam.
I don't know. So
It sounds like
Lalo,
it's kind of like for a guy who got.
No, that's bad. I've roped my kids into that. Anyone's 3-year-old has a better vocabulary than Adam. My niece has a better vocabulary than Adam. Okay?
Got humiliated. That's what it sounds like to me.
I mean, you
I
got
would've just
humiliated.
taken-
You're the one
I
that
would've
walked
just
out of
taken
his own
the-
hostel that
I
you
would've
paid
just
for, by
taken
the
the-
way. No,
I
you're
would've
going to hold that against me.
I
No,
would've
hold on
taken
a
the
second,
life
son. No,
cover-
no, no, no. I'm
Oh,
not
we're
gonna-
at 25 likes. I thought maybe we got 30. Nope.
your father. I'm not going to bail you out of this one, Ben. You are rhetorically just not as gifted as you think
I'm
you
going
are.
to pour
You're
the shot. We'll see if I
recalcitrant
take
to
it.
mention
I
that
either
you,
take it or I
again,
dump
walked
it.
away from getting pressed from an alcoholic twink
I think I'm
like
gonna end up
Adam of all
dumping it.
people, and you went to the bathroom after he pressed you physically. That's something you can't forgive yourself for. That's embarrassing.
You went to
You
the
have
bathroom
150
after
pounds on Adam.
pressed him physically.
Yes,
What is it?
yes.
How did he press him? And so Ben had to go to use the bathroom. What is the point
Yes.
here? How was he?
No,
so you're saying he ran?
was trying to like start shit with me, and I
So
said, like, no, I'm not doing this, and I left.
I mean, like before that, he was already pressing Hans. Hans wasn't even saying anything.
Yeah, he was
like,
trying to start shit with everyone.
Yeah, he was already
Get
starting
up.
shit with Hans. Like Hans went into the kitchen, like he just ran off into the kitchen or some shit. I was like,
Well,
okay.
I had a question that was never really answered. Why did you exchange a caffeine pill with Adam?
Did I?
We're 2 away from 30. 30 or a membership or I know I've been saying it. Hey, it's Friday night. I just want to get wasted, bro. But there's goals, man. Streamers have goals. I got to be organized. I got to be professional. We got to have goals. Got to hit the goals. The likes are the money.
It's crazy.
Okay,
we got 30
well, now that we've
likes.
established that there was some kind of a transfer.
You son of a bitches.
Why did he ask
30
you for it
likes.
and
Here we
give you
go.
money or what?
No.
Like you weren't friends with him, so why would you do that?
I had no. Hold on. First of all, I had no personal feelings towards Adam either way prior to meeting him in person. Therefore, it doesn't matter.
But
Oh, man. I'm feeling down in the morning.
Like why would you give
Like
him?
I said,
In the
like I
morning, I'm
said,
feeling down a little.
no.
Oh, shit,
what I'm
dude.
saying is that I had no personal feelings towards Adam either before or then after.
Because what I heard was him saying, "You got that shit? Give it to me, pussy. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me." And you gave it to him. Is that how it went down?
Okay, so you're saying that he knew that I had something, then in front of the stream said he wanted that exact thing. Begged
I
it from
mean,
me, and I just gave it to him.
it wasn't exactly in front of the stream, but it was like to the side.
Well, then how would you know that?
I heard
So
it.
you heard something to the side of the stream that wasn't palpably heard by the stream.
Thank
but
you
know that I
guys.
was
Thank you
holding the
guys.
stream.
Yeah.
With your help, this little streamer that is Mr. Deadman will one day be bigger than Grace Thorpe.
Doesn't make sense.
Her ear and the microphone of the streaming camera are not one and the same, right? She has two ears, and she could pick up sometimes things that the microphone doesn't pick up.
I'm not asking.
familiar with that?
Sometimes doesn't mean every single time. Does not mean the time that she mentioned specifically. Ben, that is not.
you
You
heard
fail at
that,
the fucking
and
loss. Oh my god, dude. Oh my.
Obviously, that's how.
I'm not trying to get you in trouble. I'm asking why you would give him anything. Why would you give him a piece of gum? Like, if he
You're
asked,
so full of shit, Grace. It's
if he's-
embarrassing. Okay.
are you
Yeah,
saying it
exactly.
didn't happen? Okay, let's
It
just say.
sounded like he was treating you like like you were his bitch. Why would you act like a bitch?
I mean, if you were treating somebody like his bitch, he'd be pressing somebody at his own guest party and then have the guy go to the bathroom to avoid physically having an altercation with him. He was treating you like a bitch, Ben. Don't.
No,
put
no,
it
but my
on me.
question is, even if,
No,
yeah, yeah. So Adam was treating Ben like a bitch, and Ben walked away. What a pussy.
Have him address that, Grace. Let him
That's
speak.
fine. That's totally fine. You can say whatever you want, but that wouldn't mean.
It's
that
not
you
saying
weren't-
what I want. I'm
you
describing
weren't
what
acting
happened.
like a
It's
bitch.
not what I'm saying. It's about what actually
So
happened.
you're saying if Adam came up to me and said, "Hey, give me your watch," I would have given it to him?
It wouldn't be worth anything. You wouldn't ask for it. No, that's not the point. Of course not.
I wouldn't have given him something if he asked me for it.
okay, let's just
No,
say you had a
no,
piece
I
of
mean,
gum.
you
Let's just say-
implicitly did by the fact he was
let's just
invading your
say-
space
I'm
as a
not
man,
trying- I'm
and you
not
went to
trying
the bathroom to avoid said pressing of the said space. You
I'm
gave
not-
him that
Okay,
space.
all right, wait.
That's right. Oh, Lalo has a big point right there. Ben retreated to the bathroom, the place where Adam couldn't go.
Do you also agree with that Patience acted like a bitch because Adam kind of like
swipes at him?
swiped him?
No. Don't bring patience into this.
You
didn't
should have hit
fight
him on
back.
that one.
Okay, so I was a pussy. Precious was a pussy, but
No. Patience is another league, dude. He's like all peace and love, dude. Like he's not gonna swing back. And okay, no, just don't do that.
You weren't.
Yep.
Okay.
I have more to lose. I have more to lose.
Once again,
I can
you're
see
the only
your
person
chat,
who has
yeah.
that view.
Main protagonist.
Let's see, PDL. Grace claiming Lalo gave Adam one of Addie's speed pills. That's a claim there. I wouldn't be surprised if he did. I mean, Lalo gave Grace some Adderall. Which, hey, you know what? Grace needs more Adderall. Grace needs more caffeine. When she's caffeinated, she's better. Yeah, Patience in retreat. Patience doesn't need to retreat. Patience has an aura of peace and love around him, dude. Like the part of the reason why it's taking me a while to come up with like what I really want to say in my song in response to him is because I don't want to be mean. You know, I know he's like a Muslim that loves to get stoned instead of throwing stones. But it's like, how much of that do I really want to throw in there? You know, he likes to fly high instead of flying planes in the building. You know, like he's a different. He's the chillest Muslim you'll ever meet. You know what I'm saying? He's not gonna blow himself up. He's gonna blow his mind up. Patience is a gentle soul. Unless I hear otherwise. Okay. Caffeine pills. Yeah. It is. Caffeine pills, like Adderall. Yeah. They're not giving out caffeine pills.
Haven't really answered my question though.
That's
Let's
like
just
the
say
gay
it was
thing. You're the only person who thinks you don't have gay issues with homosexuality. I'm not saying
I
you're
don't.
gay. Okay, but you're the only person who holds that to be true.
Let's just say you had a piece of gum, and Adam goes, "Give me that fucking piece of gum, retard. Give me your gum. Give me your gum. Fucking give it to me, bro." and you go to the side and give it to him. Why? I still don't understand. Why? That is what happened. I heard it.
So he gave him gum. Who gives a shit? Who gives a fucking shit? A fucking wasted drunk asks for gum. You can give him gum and just walk away. If I'm walking on the sidewalk and a bum asks for a piece of gum, if I have gum, I'll give it to him. Here you go. Here's some gum. And I'll walk away. If I don't have gum, I'll be like, sorry, bro. Don't have any gum. Bye. And I'll walk away. Very simple interaction there.
Self a bitch.
Well, there's a whole other way to approach this and say that in some ways you enjoy being kind of a bottom. And
no. Ben is trying to make this like Lalo likes to be the bottom bitch. If anything, Ben is. I know I was joking that Lalo's closeted gay. I do think a little bit of that. I do think a little bit of that is true, but I also think Ben is heavily closeted gay. Like Ben is like asking for, like Ben is asking to be sodomized. He's asking for it. He wants to get fucked in the ass by a dude. He does. He just needs to meet a bigger, taller, stronger guy that could dominate him. And he'll put on that gimp suit. He will. Problem is, Ben is a pretty tall guy. It's not going to be me. Ben's taller than me. So I think I could overpower Ben. Oh, definitely I could overpower Ben. I could. You know what? We're moving on. Let's move on.
You're looking at a repeated sequence of not only getting embarrassed, but then
But
also
maybe
having
you
these like,
are a
rhetorical
little
moments
bottom.
that are a little bit long-winded, albeit also like really refusing to make a point at the end of said like.
Okay, if I was
like
a
it's just
bottom,
gonna
if I was a
was a bottom.
if I were a bottom, don't you think it'd be better that I just admit that I'm kind of a bottom? Because I don't think
you like teasing the thing. You want to like pretend like you're in control of the conversation. So it's a little bit of a tease. It's more enticing to be in that position, Ben.
Of the bottom?
Exactly. Lalo got it. If Ben was a bottom, Ben would be the gayest of bottoms.
See, like you make these points that are very like directional, but then also kind of like obfuscating, and it's a little bit just get to it. Just say it bluntly. Say it bluntly.
Dude, we got 36 likes, dude.
Pedantic. Just say something that's cutting. Say something that's cutting.
I don't know what any of that means. I mean, I know
height
what
is like
cutting
leverage.
means, but what is that supposed to mean? So you're saying like I want to get attacked.
Height
Seems
does
like
give
that's
you
bottom
leverage.
behavior. It's like saying "fuck me up the ass." Do it.
When did I say I want to get attacked? What?
I want to feel it. I want to feel it. I want to feel the violence. You like it,
huh?
You like it. You like being the bottom, and that's
No.
okay. It's okay if that's
What?
true.
How's that true? What?
I think it makes you feel alive when you get like punched in the face. Look, here's the interesting thing about it, right? As much as you want to sit here and say like, oh no, like you're the bottom or you're the pussy. Have you been training in boxing? Have you been working out? No, right?
Right.
Is that right? Am I right? Do you have any plans to learn how to fight? Which you could easily do, right? Your situation allows you have all summer where you can take like.
Ben, could you easily Ben? Could you easily
But you're
spend
not
this
going
time
to.
on trying to sue somebody
You're
like
not going
Jacinda or other people that have maxed you out in your past life?
But
Have you
you're
been
not
able
going
to actually
I'm
kind
asking you a
of get the
simple
reins of your own life? Now you're criticizing somebody
I'm
else,
asking
right?
you a simple question.
No. I'm asking you a
Asking
question for once, okay?
a
Because you're
simple
long-winded and it
question.
takes a lot
Yes,
of people's
but
energy to pay attention
it's
to it.
not
Okay,
something.
the
not-
train got lost at the
Yeah,
station a long time ago when it comes
I'm
to
just
you making a
asking
point.
you whether
You're
you
asking
have
you.
in after that experience, whether you've considered like learning how to box, learning how to fight, learning how to do karate, or work out.
Just
And
make your
your
point.
answer is, I just like to hear it. I think your answer is no.
So,
okay, but if you really cared about like looking better and all this stuff, you would have. If you really were like, I'm not a bottom, that's not how I roll. Next time a nigga comes up to me like that, I'm gonna clock him. You would, at your
So
age,
stupid.
in your socio.
And this is so rich come from Ben. Ben would totally be a bottom. Ben would be a fucking bottom. First of all, his dick doesn't work. Your dick needs to work if you want to be on top, okay? Unless he wants to do the whole Ricada route and bring out Baldos and shit. Bring up Ricada in that sense. Okay?
An economic situation, obviously sign up for boxing classes, learn how to fight, go to a gym, and get stronger.
Unbelievably stupid.
But you
No,
aren't
out of
going
touch.
to do any of those, which
You're out of
proves
touch.
you are a bottom.
No, it
And
isn't
that's
actually because
fine.
no.
That's
Okay,
fine.
hold on, Ben. Ben, when you're saying it's fine, that's condescending. Everybody can tell what you're doing. Secondly, now
You're
if you're going to
condescending
extrapolate
to
that to your own life, again, you've been.
I wish Lalo had this energy, like when Ben was like giving him that homosexual like talk, that 3-hour like a struggle session. That yeah, the whole thing at the hostel, man, that thing was crazy. It was great content. It was funny to watch, but Lalo was just like, yeah. Though Lalo did say something to Ben about his dad, and that got Ben to fly off the handle.
You're like
and say he's the wrong kind of gay. That was great. You're the wrong kind of gay.
Okay. Now, in your own life, if you were to like learn from your mistakes, to learn to not get your ass kicked, you'd be somebody who's been winning court cases against your wife.
Oh,
but
there we
historically
go.
not. And I say that
That's
just to
not
mean
correct.
that, like, obviously, you're not really in a position of leverage. Now,
Yeah,
when
you
it
could
comes
say- you
to
could
the
say
things
in
aside,
some ways-
no, you're not going to equivocate on this, okay? Now, when it comes to me not fighting Adam,
Not how
the
you
reason why I
use the word
didn't fight Adam was because the guy's a loser. He's beneath me, and I'm not going to risk a single scintilla of anything legally to then get a revenge on somebody who's an alcoholic loser. And you're somebody who can't sympathize with that, or rather, you're just jealous of me to the point where you're going to use that against me, knowing full well that's not a valid point to make.
I don't think that any of that makes any sense. But
Well, see how I make a point that's like more concise than yours. You're going to spin around and
no,
then
that's
what?
not. That is the opposite of a concise point. You realize that, right?
No, Lalo did make a concise point there.
Concise because it took less than your average point. Like I made 4 in like one sequence of a
Okay,
ramble.
can I?
By the way, let's take note here. DD and Great Get Crack for me is they're being great hosts here. They're letting these two talk. Unlike Ruby in this shit, where this savage woman had to like tell Ruby and Ava to shut the fuck up so Grace can talk. All right, that's how you do it. You let them talk.
Can I demystify that? Lalo's saying if you were his age, you'd give a fuck about a loser like Adam punching you, and you'd train and try to figure out how
If-
you can get him back next
No,
time.
no,
Lalo
no.
is above him, so he doesn't care. He got punched by him, whatever.
But that's
He's a
just
loser.
Cope. That's just Cope. Obviously,
Sure, but that's what his point is.
he's a loser. I'm a winner.
Yeah, I don't
But what-
need to learn how to defend myself.
Okay,
true.
But I'm not the type of person who would talk shit to someone, even when I was your age, like to try to prove that I'm not gay or whatever. You do a weird
What?
thing.
Not gay? With
Does
Adam of
Get
all
Crack
people,
a
I was
traitor?
proving I wasn't gay. Make the point again. Say it again.
Spend a lot of time
Say it
trying
out loud. See how it feels. Say it out loud.
You're
See how it
not a
feels.
gay guy, yeah. But
I'm
why?
gay how?
Maybe you are a gay guy. Like why spend all this time? No one buys it, you know.
You have a confirmation bias. Again, the jealousy thing is seeping, and it's
I don't think you know what that word.
palpable. Seeping meaning it's kind of like penetrating
No,
through like the
confirmation.
pores. Confirmation, yes, you have like a bias that you're trying to make conform
Confirmation
with your own
bias
way.
with an
You're
individual.
pedantic. Oh my god, make a cutting point, dude. This is fucking boring. What?
Make a cutting point. I'm not sure what that means.
It's like if you're boxing and you're
Cutting
like the
point
guy who's like
is-
sparring with the other person. It's like,
Cutting
oh my
point
god, oh,
is
you didn't land this
you're
right
saying
thing.
insult me. Okay.
Boring.
Okay, can I, Ben? Can I pop in here?
How about that?
Can I pop in? Ben, so Layla, you think you could beat War Chief in an intellectual battle?
Sure.
What the
But
fuck?
you can see that he would be.
Dude, my 8-year-old daughter could beat War Chief in an intellectual battle. My 8-year-old daughter can make War Chief cry. Are you kidding me? You guys seen that video, right? Where my daughter is roasting me? Dude, she has more wit than Adam could ever have, even when he's sober. Oh my God. Yeah, 100%. Lalo versus Adam. Adam would show up and Adam would be like, he would be too slow to process any of it. He'd be like, bruh, cry is free. And it'd be the same fucking shit. Like you'd be like arguing with a fucking retard.
Beat you in a physical battle.
No, no, both.
Okay, you really think you can win both? So, can we go back to Grace living with him?
Would you put money on that? Because I would put money that you would get your ass kicked by him in a ring.
You're broker than me, so yeah, I'd put up some money.
He would fucking wreck you in a ring.
I'll put up a gold coin on that bitch. Yeah, why not?
Man, you got a gold coin?
No.
You would bet $3,300 that you'd beat Adam in the ring?
You would get your ass kicked in a ring, even if he was shit-faced drunk. Unless he died in the middle from his pancreas getting out. You would end up on the fucking ground bleeding.
Do you think you'd beat Adam yourself?
Ask anyone.
I think if Lalo and Adam actually had a real fight, they trained for it. I'm going to add that. They trained for it. Oh, man, I don't know. I don't know who to win there. The drunken master? Well, hold on. He's not a drunken master. The drunken amateur? Or the Mexican dude? Well, being that no knives are allowed, because if a knife is allowed, the Mexican dude would win for sure. Okay, 100%. I don't know, man. I would say Adam would win that. But like the question would be, how drunk is Adam? How high is Adam? Did Adam smoke any meth? Because if Adam smoked meth, he wouldn't be fighting Lalo. He'd be fighting Lalo and his like a bunch of shadow people. And War Chief would be confused about who he's fighting with. He'd be fighting with nothing. You know? Yeah. And then Lalo would win.
I would love to see if anyone.
Okay, wait.
You think you'd beat Adam?
Okay, wait.
Does anyone other than this guy make the claim that there's any chance that he would beat Adam in a fight? No way.
Could Lalo beat Adam in a physical fight? 1 for yes, 2 for no.
Or just, is there anyone who thinks that? Okay, Virgil 08.
All right, chat. We'll partake in this. Will Adam beat Lalo in a physical fight? 1 for yes, 2 for no. 1 for yes, 2 for no. Will Lalo beat Adam? Will Lalo beat Adam in a physical fight? 1 for yes, 2 for no. What do you guys say?
Thinks that you would win in a fight. Would he put money on it? Not in a million fucking years. He's just doing that to be an asshole.
Okay, let's have everybody else then put money on Adam then, by that logic. Great on.
What's the
Everyone
height
thinks
difference?
Adam would beat you in a fight. Everyone.
Not win easily.
Easily.
Whoever
Okay.
related chat hates me anyway, so.
What's the?
You wouldn't even prepare for the fight, right? You wouldn't
I'd
prepare
kick his
for the
ass.
fight.
Yeah, of course I would.
You would need to train
How would
though,
you
right?
prepare for it?
You're saying you train or no? You
I don't
could
need
beat
to
it without
no,
even
I'd kick
training.
him out anytime. I have like 60 pounds on him. What do you mean? No, of course not. I'd easily win.
You wouldn't train for it?
No.
All right. Can you stand up and show me what your left hook looks like?
No.
I don't think you could even throw a punch with your
Yeah,
left.
good for Lalo for not showing Ben. Don't give them anything.
Hand.
That's ridiculous.
Show me your left hand punch then. Go ahead.
Show me your fucking stomach. Like what? No. I'm not gonna do that bullshit.
Anatomical
Like
stuff.
I said, I do.
Stand up and show me with
Is
your
that a
left
stomach?
hand.
What the fuck? Whoa, what the
Show me
fuck?
with your
He's showing his stomach. Don't tell him that, Lalo. He's gonna show his stomach. Glad he didn't say his dick.
left hand. What
Jesus
a punch would
Christ,
look
what
like.
the
How
hell
hard
was
is
that?
that?
What the hell was that?
T-Dog, does that seem
Jesus.
reasonable? Just stand
No.
up.
I don't know
and
if I could do it even.
Let
A
me
left
just
hand
see what
punch.
your left hand is capable of
Just
doing.
show us you know how to actually throw a punch. Period. In my view.
No.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
Nah.
Okay. Well.
I'm feasting.
So
you have
you're
a mouth
just
piece,
gonna.
so
So how does it? Can I say?
Can I say something? Are we
I don't
picking,
think
we're
you've
picking
ever
up?
used your left hand
We're
to throw a
picking
punch,
up.
even a simulated punch, and I don't think that you would even check to see if that was true.
Well, Ben, did you use your left
As
hand to
you
open the
have-
bathroom after Adam
No,
pressed
shut
you?
up,
Did you use
shut
your
up,
left hand to
faggot,
open that bathroom after he pressed you in
shut up,
person?
faggot, shut
About
up.
that?
Shut up, let
Oh,
me
he got
finish.
pressed. I got him on that
Let
one.
me
I got him on
finish,
that one,
faggot.
guys.
You want cutting?
Check it
you want
down.
cutting
Check it
remarks?
down. Oh, he's using
Shut up,
slurs now.
faggot.
He's pressed. He got.
So,
Oh,
but-
wow. Okay, write that one
No,
down.
this isn't gonna. All right, we're out of here. If you're just gonna just do that, that's gay, dude. But what I'm saying is, you wouldn't even
Is Ben gonna leave?
practice in a mirror as you, like, on the day, the morning that you were going to meet him in the ring. That means you like getting your ass kicked.
No.
Or you like talking shit and then saying like, actually, I'm not going to show up in the ring. Right?
No,
It has to be one of
I'm
those
just
two things.
confident. I'm just confident.
Okay, but Lalo, are we not noticing a pattern here?
You're
You
autistic.
said I'm gonna fight Adam. Then when you actually got there, you got sucker punched. You didn't defend yourself, and you cried. Now
I
we're
didn't
saying
cry.
you're once again saying yes, you did. Now you're
No, I
once
didn't. When?
a little bit.
When?
Yeah.
When?
Right after he hit you, you kind of cried a little bit, not too much
No.
though. But now you're saying I could
Little
definitely
sly
beat
little
Adam's
cunt.
ass,
Insane.
and you won't even show us what your punch looks like because you're obviously self-conscious because you can't throw a punch.
I'm not gonna prostrate. I'm not gonna prostrate.
Are we noticing a pattern
What?
here? Okay,
So
so you're
stupid. That's like no. That's like if I
What did
no.
you
That's
just
like if
say,
I no Grace.
No, I would say this, Lalo, that you're not going to be their puppet. Okay? But whatever.
That's like if I were to say, Grace, can you stick your tongue out and roll your fucking eyes back for me? Like, yeah, you can do that. Why would you do that for me if I asked? That's stupid. That's
So
stupid.
you
It's
equate
demeaning.
showing us how you punch somebody, just like ghost punching.
Because no matter how you punch, these guys don't know how to throw a punch. No matter what you do, it's not going to look good to them. They're a bunch of jackals is what they are. They're just jackasses, okay? Ben and Grace are just jackasses right here. And they're just trying to get under your skin.
To me sticking my tongue out and rolling my eyes back? Why?
What's that called? That's the Japanese.
Analogy mean
Face something.
you make an analogy to draw similarities. Doesn't mean
So-
they're
so
the exact
asking you
same
to see
thing.
you-
Hence why it's
so
an
asking
analogy
you
and
to
not a
see your
direct
punch-
parallel.
So asking you to see what your punch looks like is equivalent to like a semi-sexual favor?
Oh my God.
No. What you're
Grace
missing
so
is that
fucking
me
stupid.
doing that for you would be like an embarrassing thing for me to then show and then kind of like be like, oh, I made him do this. And then
But it would
I
only
say,
be
like, she did that
embarrassing
for-
if it would only be embarrassing
Why is
if
it
you can't
embarrassing?
throw
You
a
should just throw an
punch.
air
Right. Okay. So if Joe Rogan, who's like a guy who works out,
So that's why all these examples don't matter. Just get to the point. Like the point would be, it doesn't matter what you do. Just tell them fuck off. Just tell them to fuck off, Lalo. Jesus Christ. Tell them that they're a bunch of fucking losers that live in a goddamn fucking squalor, right? Jesus Christ.
and then Ben were to be like, hey Joe, do 10 push-ups right now on the podcast. Why?
And they don't know what fighting looks like. Ben fucking ran away. Ben ran away when Adam was pressing him. And Adam and Grace, the only thing she knows about throwing a punch is receiving a punch to the face and a kick. Fuck. Tell them. Oh, wait. That's right. I'm responding to something that's happened in the past.
If Joe was
No.
saying I could totally knock somebody out and somebody said, I don't believe you, I don't think you
Yes,
can do 10
yes,
push-ups.
yes. There's
That
plenty
point,
of people
Joe
that do.
should do 10
No,
push-ups.
there are a litany of people that are MMA fighters that would say, I would beat Canelo, I would beat fucking George Mayweather, whatever his name is. And you don't say, hey, do 15 push-ups right now. That's ridiculous.
You're not an MMA fighter.
Yeah, but Lalo, you're
saying we're talking
You're a
about
guy who got
analogies.
all you're
Look,
saying is
you're
that you-
autistic. You're autistic. You're not socially
You're a guy who got
calibrated. Obviously, you're not.
and didn't even like really defend himself.
Lalo, if you didn't
I should have
say
just went to the bathroom like you. Yeah, no, I get it.
if
Got
you
Ben.
didn't say I could totally knock Adam out in a fight, nobody'd be asking to see your punch. But since you said that, and now we say, okay,
Whoa, hold on. Hans Gruis said, it's true. When Ben was 12 or so, he slept in a bed with his dad and dry humped his dad's leg. His dad never mentioned it, but refused to sleep in the bed afterwards. Oh, shit, dude. Oh, fuck. Oh, man. Adam's... he's still watching. What the fuck? I turned, I looked at this other monitor, was like, am I at 40 likes? Still 37. Because like after that comment, I was like, okay, I can have a shot for that comment. But I'm fucking toasty right now, dude. There's no way we're getting to 40. There's no way. There's no way. Man, I'm a cheap drunk tonight, dude.
let's see how you.
I'm gonna have to pump out more reaction videos, more videos on my other channel. That's what I'm gonna have to do. That's right.
What you got?
Not-
Like, just give us a test round.
Not
then
bitch.
you're like, oh no, I'm shy. Well, it just seems like a lot of cope, to be honest.
Seems like
How is that not cope?
D-Dog can just.
Oh! You guys in the chat are talking about the are you talking about the story about when he humped his dad's leg? That was a story. I remember hearing that in the Discord in Chinatown. The Chinatown Discord. That's where a lot of this stuff happened, I think. Unfortunately, that Discord I don't think exists anymore. A bunch of issues, a bunch of problems.
Just play the clip in the back. That's the punch.
Sure. We have a clip to bring up here.
It's fun. Just pretend there's somebody in front of you that you really want to punch.
Okay, that's definitely
Grace is fucking nothing.
not like how you
Did
do
she hit
a
the
punch,
wall?
Chris. You need somebody. You need to be taught.
Yeah, he's gonna do it. Okay. Now just don't worry about the camera angles. Just as if you really wanted to hurt somebody.
That's not how you do a punch either. Both of you guys don't know how to throw a punch.
Dalmatian dog doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Oh, we got that.
Yeah.
That's enough. We got that. So, and that was with the whole OPC egging all that shit. So we're ready to fight.
Yo.
Wait.
That was a fine punch. I just don't think you could do one with your left hand.
Get correct. Do you have Lalo sparring with Jude? If you don't, that's fine.
Who's Jude?
Oh yeah, probably. If you go to Big
that guy.
Patience's channel, yeah, the clips are there. It's easy to find those clips because I did. Yeah.
So Lalo, can I ask
No, wait. Give me 2 minutes. Hold on. I need
That was a terrible punch by me.
I
almost knocked myself out.
Both of you guys didn't know how to punch. I just want to know from him if he's okay. Like, is he heartbroken over you, Grace, right now? Is he
Lalo?
heartbroken over you? Yeah.
No, actually, I don't think he really cares about me anymore. He's more interested in my dad because he is kind of gay. So he has this like ongoing beef with my dad where he wants to show him up or something.
Yeah.
He's continuing going with it. It's no longer about me.
He wants to get sodomized by me, obviously.
All right, so they're going to double down on that. Okay. Well, I think actually Lalo liked Grace. I think Lalo actually loved Grace. But the last interaction they had really did it. It being petty over donations. Oh. Yeah. That really did it.
Like jail style.
Lalo has been very nice to the Thorpes, if you think about it. Lalo has given them a lot of stuff, a lot of content. He has. And then one time he gets anything, they want to take it away. Okay. They never really cared about you, Lalo. They just used you. Like everyone else, you're just a pawn in their game.
I don't roll that way.
It's just weird to me that he said like he could easily beat Adam, but then he's like not willing to show it though. I mean, it's like
it's bullshit. Because it's bullshit.
I mean, why not?
What is the height difference? Do they have height difference?
Adam's slightly taller than Lalo.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
not too much. It's mostly a weight.
Well, Lalo has a lot more weight than him, but most of it is found in his upper thighs and his bottom.
See, the thing is, Adam looks like he has a level of quickness. Lalo doesn't look like
Yeah.
he
I mean, if he wasn't drunk, Adam would.
Adam's sober.
Yeah, if I was younger, I would just make content with him. It's like, you want to fucking do karate with each other? Let's do it.
Guys, it's not about form. It's about basic aggression. Lalo just doesn't have that.
There's no beast in him.
There's no
man in him.
There's no. But there's Adam has aggression, basic aggression. Like he will go for it even if he gets fucked up. Lalo just doesn't have that.
Yeah.
He doesn't have that chutzpah, whatever.
Physically,
that's the thing. Adam will go and non-stop. So, I've never actually seen Adam get punched in the face, though. You know? People will say a lot of shit. They'll say what they do. They'll say what they will do. They'll bark. They'll bark forever. But that will all change once they get punched in the face.
He didn't even get mad when he got punched. It was like, dude, any dude, like, fuck that shit. You would like mess that guy up. Doesn't matter what. Like, you fucking come on.
Right, you'd get that sort of like that thing gets turned on in you and you can't.
Yeah,
stop.
yeah.
Like, I'm gonna fuck.
Yeah,
Okay,
yep.
now like I've been disrespected, but just it's not in Lalo.
Yeah,
he's a lover, not a fighter. He's an intellectual warrior.
He's using all the LSAT vocabulary. He's practicing for the LSAT, probably. It's just like, holy shit, bro.
Unfortunately, his aggression is in his thighs and bottom as well.
Lalo might have the T levels of a woman, to be honest.
Yeah,
I do think the way he distributes weight, it does have something to do with like hormones. He's pedantic.
His fat ass.
Lalo turned off his cam to cry in the corner.
Lalo does have a.
I think Lalo should
a
try
big
to make more
ass
of a
for
truce
sure.
with me
He does.
because
This is not going.
I'm trying
well.
to hand him some W's, but
Ben wants to slide off the couch and into Warqueef's bed when he moves into the apartment.
I heard he leaked your nudes, Grace. Is that true, or can you confirm or deny that?
That's impossible, as I never sent Lalo nudes.
Okay, so it's a deny. Most of my questions for him
You
are
saw-
about you.
you kept him safe and
Lalo
sound.
is texting chat while urinating.
So are you guys serious about him? Is he actually gay? Because he wants Grace, right? So is that just like a troll, or is he actually gay?
That's a cover.
That's a, what do you call that? A beard if I ever saw one. I'm a beard.
Yeah, an attempted beard. I think he doesn't know that he's, more light in the loafers than he really can deal with right now, which I did say that's tough.
But there's no way he's over Grace. Like, you guys really believe that? I mean, Grace tried to say that earlier.
I think Grace represents for him.
He's over Grace.
Like it's like he sees females like a car that he wants to show off to his friends. You see what I'm saying? It's not like, I don't think he really understands heterosexuality.
Well, if you're not able to fight a man, are you really able to fuck a woman? Like, it's the same thing.
That's a good point. We have a clip here. We have a clip from what is this clip? You have Crack.
If you're not able to fight a man, are you able to fuck a woman? Is that some wisdom from Grace for there? You know what? I gotta say that's true. Like, I got a wife, and some dude tried to come on my wife. I'd fucking fight him, dude. I hope I'm never in that situation. I don't want to go to jail. But sometimes, we're just gonna move on.
That's from the patience stuff fight. Yeah.
Yes.
Come on, get it in there. Come on. Get it in there. What?
Push him back.
Okay, that was a
Push him
good
back.
punch.
Push
One
him
of these
back.
was
Take
good
his
at
space.
least.
Take his space. Take his space. Push him back.
I think is their patience look like patience has like more reach.
Come in. That was a cool, clean gut hit. He broke straight through that. So he said, "Side. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. Let's go, Lalo. Come on, jump in.
There he is. He's pushing him back.
Come on, Lalo.
Lalo's not even like covering his face either.
AKA the Flex Monster. Then we got the Mexico, AKA Mr. America. Let's go. Because of him. Trump changed the name from the cost of Mexico because of America. Let's go. This from one. Yeah, so we got 2 champions.
Because in reality, the other guy, if you're swinging like that, and he's gonna have his gloves right here too. I mean, he may just take a swing at your face. You're doing shit like that. Fuck, man.
Way harder than me, by the way. No shit.
True.
All right, now Lalo, since we're in the realm of fantasy with you, do you think that you could take what's his name, Patience, in an actual fight in the ring too?
Killer Tony.
Since we're in the realm of fantasy, Ben, can you have full custody of your children? Can they actually, I guess, respect you as a man, or will they ostracize you as you?
Oh,
as
there
you've
we
done to
go.
them also, or are you going to be
Yes,
patronizing to
I
me?
have full custody of my kids.
No, you do
Full
not.
custody, implying that they're going to spend at least half of the time that they would want to
That's
spend
not what
by
full
themselves with you.
Anyways.
Now, Ben,
But anyways,
Ben,
why don't
you're
you
being
just answer my
condescending to me, and
question?
then you get
Why don't
upset.
you
You
change
get
my
upset
question?
that I
Listen,
bring certain
listen,
things
nigga.
up, and
Listen,
it's a little rough for you
you
because
asked
you
me,
can't keep up with
why
that,
don't
though.
you just say, do you think you could beat patience in the ring? And I would say, no, I don't think so.
No. I mean, in fact, you can even
So,
beat a
And,
bad
and that's something in reality too. Let's think about that. Ben is like playing these weird games, right? He's like living this online internet life with this all this stuff that doesn't matter to anything. You would think the most important thing would be his kids. And you would think he'd be more involved in that, but he's not. He's more involved in this internet shit. Okay?
That's why you went to the bathroom. We get it. Yeah, it's obvious.
You, I'm just
Your
asking
actions
whether
dictate
you
the
think-
answers to the questions that anybody would else otherwise would
why
bring up
can't you just
themselves.
answer a simple question? Why don't you just say yes or no? Do you think you could beat?
No, I think I'd lose the fight to patience. Yes.
Okay. So what's the big deal? Why do you have to?
No,
go
because
into
you're
the
being
most-
condescending, and I'm calling it out because
How's it
you're so out of
condescending?
touch that you're not even aware of the fact that you're doing said things.
Ring.
Look, dude. Okay, either you're gonna say that you're condescending to me to try to
I
troll
have
me,
no
or
problem
you're
with you
just
saying
out of
that
touch.
you lose
You're
to
just that out of
patience in the
touch.
ring.
Which okay, maybe you're just doing that.
What do you think? That's a big W? I think everyone would say like patience would beat both of us in a ring. Yeah, either of us. I don't know about both of us, but either
No,
of us.
Ben. What I'm just to get to the bottom of it. You try to condescend people and troll them into content or whatever.
Not how the word
and
condescend is used.
again, pedantic. Okay, yada yada. Okay, the point being
No,
Ben, is that
no,
you are
some
so
directions,
you're so
not
ineloquent with making people do what you
Do
want
you
to
want
do.
to become a full-blooded American or stay a beaner? You're going to be a lawyer.
My people are better than you, Ben.
English word.
Oh what? Oh
In
my
many
God!
ways, I agree with
your
you, and I
ancestors are
think
from what
Spanish-
fucking Rhode Island? Dude, nobody gives a fuck,
Spanish
man.
is a beautiful language, and Hispanic culture.
Again, you're being condescending again,
But-
Ben. It's so obvious. Just make a
No,
cogent
that's
point
not.
that can
I
actually own me.
truly
Do it.
appreciate
Go for it.
Grace, is that true? I truly and
I
genuinely
appreciate white people that really just talk in circles about blah blah blah
Grace, is
and
that
condescend
true?
the people
My
I'm
dad is a
talking to.
big fan of Mexican
I'm a
culture,
big
it is
fan
true.
of Hispanic culture, and I think that it's great that America has. I'm not a white supremacist like you, a self-loathing Hispanic. I
love Mexicans.
Non-Hispanic, but I.
You have a lot of white problems with them, actually.
For Hispanic culture was one of my big.
Ben, you're very
Dog asked me, "Hey,
you're
shut the
very
fuck up,
obsessed
faggot,
with
faggot,
the
faggot,
terms.
faggot,
Oh, okay,
faggot,
okay, I'm owning you. Okay, thank
faggot."
you.
Okay, that's enough. G-Dog asked me what my take on LA was, and my biggest take on LA was that the underlying Hispanic Mexican culture made a real difference, and I thought it was like a much better feel than the East Coast. It's much less aggressive, much more polite. People work things out and communicate better. So that was really like amazing to me. I didn't realize that. I thought all of America had the same culture, but I get it. It's an Anglo culture I come from, and it kind of sucks.
I can drive over and get tobacco.
Okay.
What?
Okay, well,
Is that really the LA culture? People just work things out? I don't think that's really the LA culture there.
Lalo, I still have so many questions for you, man. So can I ask, like, you never, Grace is always saying you don't answer questions. You didn't really answer when I asked you about Grace. So how do you feel about Grace now? Do you still, because you were pretty, dare I say, in love with her? Oh, they left. What are your thoughts on Grace
Of course they left. Now it's daddy's time.
now, Layla? And then we'll let you go. We don't have to keep you here. I mean, but we just want your summary of that conversation with Ben, how you feel about Grace these days. And I maybe have one or two more. I mean, I'm not going to keep you here for too long.
Well, they said they'll be back because they're getting smokes.
Oh, they said they'll be back? Okay, then. Okay.
I mean, if you believe them.
Okay, they said in chat. Okay.
They
okay,
do
well,
not
again,
look like they
answer.
come
I
back.
don't believe them.
If they don't come back relatively soon, it'll be okay.
No,
either way.
no. I'll join back when they join back. How about that?
I've gotten not even say one word to you this whole time, pretty much. Can you just answer how you feel about Grace? You won't even say how you feel about Grace.
The way it works out.
You're just, okay.
The way it works out.
Okay, then run, I suppose. Goodbye.
That's the way that works out, huh?
You can't even answer a question. You remind me of Grace, man. Nobody can answer questions I ask them.
Wow. You're gonna answer a question. Okay. Wow. Okay. All right. That was Grace Thorpe and Ben Thorpe confronting Lalo. That was something. Lalo won. Well, in the rules of blood sports, they're the ones who left. So you did. You got that win there. Okay. Okay. All right. It's almost 2. Wait, it's 1:30? Jesus Christ. It's 1:30. Shit. It's time for me. It's time for me to go to bed. It's time for me to wrap this shit up, man. I enjoyed this. I enjoyed this stream. I normally don't stream on Fridays. I normally stream on my other channel. Seeing this worthwhile. It was fun. I'm thinking it's about the same. So yeah, that was quite a bit happened this stream. Quite a bit happened. How long have I been streaming for? Like almost 4 hours. Wow, 4 hours. Wow. All right. That's a long time. I will end this stream. It's not going to go on forever like last time. All right. Let me just say, shout out to everyone. Get Cracked for me, Hurricane Pyro, Lalo, McKinsey, Paranormal Drama Llama. You guys are always welcomed here. Love you guys. Oh, I think that was the shots talking. I'm good. Should be. Should be good. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, going to be wrapping up here. With that said, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. If you want to send any super thanks or anything, that'd be cool too. Would appreciate, would love it. For the hard work of doing nothing but drinking, getting drunk off my ass, and that stuff. But with that said, you guys take it easy. Enjoy your Saturday and Sunday. Tomorrow I got a new roof being installed, so that should be fun. Quite expensive. Yeah. I was gonna mow the yard tomorrow, but if they're doing that, I guess I'm doing that. I guess I'm doing that on Sunday. All right. Well, there's that. All right. With that said, you guys, y'all take it easy, and have a good one.